Hello. Happy Sunday fun day. Look at that. Watts is straight in there. I was waiting here, ready before crazy is. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Straight in there, straight in there. Happy Sunday. Fun day, Sunday. Sunday, fun day. Let me just switch everything around. I actually went out today. And the highlight was there was Christmas stuff. Already in the shelves. Already on the shelves, I should say. So yeah, so Christmas is in shops. I bought candy canes. So not for me, they're literally for work purposes for later on. Christmas is here. Good talk. Just been doing a few bits ready for tomorrow. Oh, what you got on for tomorrow? Is it just some of like your prints and stuff? Hope you're good. I am, thank you. I'm feeling so much better. I sort of had a bit of a lazy morning. I was like, I actually really want to go out. I wasn't sure what to do today, so I did go out, which was quite nice. Didn't quite get everything that I wanted because they just didn't have it. But I was out. Did anyone else have the alert on their phone today? I was out with the parents and I was like, right, I'm gonna hear it. And we're still standing there waiting. I did screen record it because I'll do a video going apocalyptic, and you could hear it going around. We were in the range, and you could hear it like buzzing off. And then because I've got a business phone and a work phone, a business phone and a personal phone, so I was like, I better take two with me. And I was like, oh my god, vibrating. So Christmas, burn it. That would be first. To be fair, they had some really cute like Halloween stuff in, and then there was like this trolley of 50% off Halloween stuff, and it's like Halloween isn't even here yet, so it's probably like from last year. But there was Christmas stuff in. It's Christmas stuff. I bought candy canes, and then I bought some of the the Christmas aisle for food. I've already bought someone whether I'm gonna do them a little this for their Christmas present or birthday, I don't know. But I bought candy canes. I do like candy cane, to be fair. They're a box of 30 mini ones for £1 from B&M. So my idea is what I do a little something at Christmas for work. So I'll pop a candy cane in and some little chocolates. I didn't buy the chocolates. I almost bought the chocolate coins, but I was like, pace yourself, crazy. So I just bought that. There's one thing I need to go back and buy at B&M was if you know Lucky Charms cereal, the marshmallows in them, or if you're in B&M, it was like Mateys, you can buy the marshmallows in a packet. I didn't buy any because I was like, I could just buy the cereal. But Christmas is in the shops. I haven't been out the house at all for the past week and a bit, so but I feel so much better today. It was nice to get out the house after being ill. Gonna try to do a favourite growing colour. Hopefully for a glowing navy. I don't know what a glowing navy is. And some flexible prints for Frank. Awesome. Yes, thank you. So I was then out with I was like, I hid my phone from my dad, and I was like, well, actually, he wouldn't read it anyway. So yeah, so I said to my mum, yes, please, if you can do a feathers Magor, that would be very nice. It is that case of what else do you? Is this one or that one? I can't remember. It's that one. I'm really bright on the face, but that will change. Oh, I know why this is now currently bright on the face. I'll switch the screen over. That will. Well, I could really turn my monitor off at the moment because I'm only live on. Go over there. Or I could move OBS there, to be fair. Twitch tonight and not YouTube. It's because YouTube would like draining because it's going via restream, so it kind of like drains the bit rate, whatever you want to call it, frame rate, everything. It drains the hamster to stream on both. So I'm kind of trying to juggle it. I've also got a slightly different setup I'm going to try for my future gaming streams and this little frame thing. Haven't quite got that yet. And Navi's little fairy from Zelda that goes, listen. I don't know Zelda. I don't know Zelda, so. Well, this is my little, if you haven't seen, I did try and zoom in my camera, but it's not going to work. This is Maximus, the model that I painted. And then I stuck the grass on. So I thought I'd have a nice like chill session. I haven't long been back, so that's why I was a little bit delayed. But I thought he looks really cool, so as part of my Warhammer bases, how cool does that look apart from his upside down look? It's like it's meant to be, he fits perfectly, but he is the bigger base of them all. I thought, oh, that's perfect. So there's my Maximus. He doesn't actually have the print on the front for his Brotherhood, so I've just put the logo on it. And then the grass, because I got a pack of grass. It's brilliant, from Temu. Right? These are really good. I bought them, they were like barely even like £2 instead of buying the Citadel ones. And they're so easy to apply and get out clearly. You get loads. And they stick really well. I only bought them, so I thought, well, £2. So if you like miniatures, you could buy all different kind of colours. I wanted these specifically for my Fallout models, but King has used some for his Stormcast. Stormcasts. He's used some for his Stormcast Eternals because they go well with the colour. Can't recommend them enough. So I have debated to get other ones, but I quite like the colour because it looks a bit wastelandish and it matches his as well. We don't even got nothing on there. There we go. So I'm a little bit cheating because I don't have all the colours. So like if I did Lucy's suit, I will just be using ordinary blue acrylic. So I'm not quite sure which one. He's cute because he's got a little hand in his mouth. I have also seen my pop figures have arrived from the Fallout series. All three, apart from Vault Boy. My mum was like, because I got them sent there because to theirs because I work. My mum didn't want me to see them. I was like, look, I know what they are, and I also want to open their box. It's a really fucking weird box to see if I had got a Chase pop figure of Maximus. I don't. I was like, I could just I said to mum, do you think if I ordered like 10, do you think they'll clock on what I'm trying to do and then just give me one? So if you know what, I didn't know what a Chase pop was. So the Fallout series pop figures, there is 4. Oh yeah, I'm missing something on his backpack. I think I purposely left it off for now because it was really fiddly, and they do that separately to paint, which I forgot to stick back on. So you can buy the Ghoul, and he has Dogmeat, or not Dogmeat, but CX404, and he does have the hand in his mouth. So he is with the Ghoul. You could buy Lucy, and you could buy Maximus. So Maximus is a Chase pop figure at the moment. I see one person have it, Marty, I think their name is on TikTok. They just ordered it by chance and they got one. So he's got his full power armor helmet on. Whereas a non-Chase one, so the standard, so the Chase one is rare. So the non-standard one what I've got is he's got his helmet on, but you can see his face, so it's up. And the other one I've got to come, so I ordered them from Funko. The other one is Vault Boy because you can't order the Vault Boy one on Funko. But the Vault Boy with 33 volt suit, he's also a Chase because you might get him. Now I don't quite understand this. You might get him, or it's either or slash and you might get Cooper in human form. So it's a Chase item. So I'm presuming they're not going to give you 2 for the price of 1, are they? So you might get Vault Boy, or you might get human form in Cooper. There's a 1 in 6 chance that you might get them. So 2 of the 4, half of the might have to do Dogmeat or not. I love the base details because he's got a Radrich. Ooh. I was trying to focus on Wyatt. This is pretty cool. The 2's the Chase ones, so I was like, I could order more. But they're really cool. So I said to Mum, like, I'm not going to take a picture of them, so I will bring them back and take pictures of them, like in my Lightbox and things. But the Vault Boy on Amazon isn't released until the 12th here. I've seen somebody else on TikTok say that their figures, if they order them on Amazon, they're not actually released till December. I was like, so the ones here Should we do Lucy actually? On Amazon they weren't released until Friday. I've just found a piece of plastic and I'm not quite sure what I have. If you see my tray, just right beside here, I have got bits of Warhammer and I don't know where it's from. So, right, we want a Vault Blue colour, yeah? One of these is open, I think, by the looks of it. So I've got like this lovely set of like general acrylic paints, and I have been using them. We'll just walk them down. Is this one open? This one is. Is this a Vault Blue? This is quite a Vault Blue. Do you vote that's a Vault Blue? Not that one. Let's awesome. I'll put them under all my bust so they look like they have armpit hair. Oh, that's a good idea. I vote getting them from Temu. Yo, hello, King. I think we'll try that one because it is quite a dark blue, isn't it? King is in the house. Saying I need to go back to, unless King buys me some Lucky Charms out there. I need to go back to B&M and buy the marshmallows that you could buy in the cereal. Walking around Springs. Nice, nice. You having a good day? I had a McDonald's earlier. And I was like, I was there with the parents. We had an outing today. And I said, there's my Maximus. And I was like, I know King has had a Burger King. But he hasn't had a McDonald's yet. I did think of you. I did think of you. Have you had an American McDonald's yet? This is the question. Right now, I'm going to actually Google a picture because I don't want to mess this up. What am I looking for? I want to get the Vault suit right. Hot as hell. It is surprisingly warm here, but obviously it's not going to be anywhere near as hot where you are. Yes, you are. No, you. No, you. Right, do I do the yellow first or do I do the blue first? This is the big question. I have a yellow opener. Alright, I need to finish my Space Marine. It was really warm, but I was debating to change, but I thought, well, if I'm oh yeah, I do have this one open because I have used it. I think I actually used it. There you go. My little Space Marine. Oh, it was really sweet. My dad has said that because they've had to buy a new Hoover and a washing machine within like not that much, and so he's kept the pipe of their Hoover for me if I do to be used as an air pipe. In his words, if I do another dress up. So I was like, so meaning if I do another like power armor, or maybe I'll do a Space Marine. I said, or maybe I might upgrade the I need to get the power armor gloves out. Because I want to update my power armor gloves, and I think I'm going to settle on pretty much what's how you did the gauntlets. I have my grey gloves. I'm literally going to just I'm going to completely change the gloves around and have it stick it. But it probably will come unstuck, but stick it down to the glove so it's a bit more easier to use. That's what I'm thinking. Let's do little details first before we do the Vault suit. So she has unfortunately broken, so I had to fix her hand to the bag. And then I think her gun broke as I was washing her to prime her. But she's all primed. She's primed in white. Let's use skin colour. It's kind of like a little chatty kind of stream. She's fairly... So I don't overly have like... I might need to layer these colours. But let's have a go. So they are quite small, but I thought quite an easy sort of chill kind of stream. I wasn't sure exactly what to do. I did think about going on and doing a build mode in 76, but hang on, I need to switch this back because then I can actually see properly, can't I? Weird like that thing. Right, where are we? There. Yeah, okay. Just so I can kind of make sure I don't miss anything. This might be a little bit too much. I might just have to mix it up with a little bit of the pinky, or purple is more of a skin colour. So we'll just have to adjust it. Apart from it is delayed on there, right. What's gonna be? I'm just can't get happy where I have my screens and that down. There we go. Let's get in. And I keep thinking of how to like reset this up as well. This could be. Oh, I know why they're really high. It's because I recharged them. I can move the camera, which I think I will do. Because this is just like really finicky bit to fiddly bit to get into. I'm just not looking forward to doing like the details of like the eyes, but like for Maximus, I kind of just left it. Oh, she's got a bit there, but that isn't actually hair, so I might need to get some clippers onto that. Yo, Goldfinch, welcome in. Happy weekend. Hope you are having a good one. It was good, old Finch. I loved coming in. Last night. I was playing as I was watching you stream. Actually, I might keep it that colour. I need to change my glasses and I need to clip a little bit off. But I hope everyone is having a great weekend. It seems short to me because I had work yesterday. But I have tomorrow off, so I can't like really complain. I'm kind of going for like, it's not quite skin, but I don't really have a skin colour, so I can just do like a little wash of pink or something over the top of that. That's what I'm thinking. It's been pretty good overall. I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh, I keep looking for my glasses, but then I realised they're not there. I'll just completely wiped a bit off. Right, let me sort this out. That's better. Can actually look through them as if they're glasses. It makes a change. So I thought I would do a little bit of a painting stream today because I'm not sure if I will be able to stream on Tuesday, or it might be Just looking at the details on it. Or it might be late, because I may or may not have the plumber coming out. So, not quite sure. I thought about today, I used to actually own an umbrella hat. No way! I know, I was thinking of having one to take to a festival. I went to a festival this year and we were like, we need umbrella hats. And then we saw somebody with an umbrella hat because we're like, I watched school once. Oh my goodness, yeah, you could have like, wear it on like, stream, you could have a redemption. There was somebody who used to do all like funny hats, and then there's Rosie Dave in the community as well. Like you can redeem. He had a horse head. I raided him the other day, and then somebody redeemed him to have a horse's head to wear. You could do it as a redemption thing. Well, I did get a cheese bucket hat, but it literally just for the purpose, maybe for the festival, and then I could wear it on the streams. But it let me, team, you let me down. I mean, that's probably no surprise there, is it? It looked nothing like what I actually ordered. Oh, they're fantastic, and some of them have got their little spinner thing on top as well, haven't they? Oh, a lot of different vocab. Oh, how funny was that would be. Deadpool mask and an Isabel hat from Animal Crossing. So you couldn't bring these in. You could bring these in. That is awesome. Or I think it's Lethal. He's another one who's got like baseball caps, and I think you can redeem, so he has to add a hat. So sometimes he's got a stack of hats as well. So that's another way. So you could, if you have stackable hats, you could. Okay, that might be stealing his idea. I don't know. Might give you an idea of doing something else, or it might give you an idea for something. I don't know. Silly glasses. Wait, do you wear glasses anyway? That might be a bit tricky if you wear glasses anyway. Because you could do no glasses. That's why I'll print your cheese hat. An actual cheese hat. I'll give you so it's flexible too. Oh my goodness. That will literally, I'll be hopefully going to the, should be going to the next one. The one that's next year. As it's the 20th anniversary. So next year we're already planning, we're going like full out. Oh, I've got another colour of these and I can't remember which one it is. Can't remember what it is because I can't find where it's gone. I have got a little bit of light purple I could add in because skin colour, oh here it is. It's like a little bit of light blue and a little bit pink, isn't it? A little bit purple. Let me see if I can mix it up. I don't even know. For OGs, do you keep that one secret? Do you? You keep that one secret. I don't know what I was thinking of getting those glasses that are. Oh my god, like a straw, yes. Like a beer hat. Or you could put cans in the side. But I literally can barely see out of it. Oh no. Yeah, I can't remember. I was like, did you have glasses or not? I can't remember. No. It's just a bit of a funky song, isn't it? That's kind of gonna make that look a bit darker, but okay. You could do like the beer can hat, that could be quite cool. There's also that it has so many items that you can use in junk. And it's the cannon. You could literally base it and do the most funniest hats that you can find. Like on 76. Oh, I don't like the colour I've just mixed. Like the junk cannon. Must admit, I had a, I can't think what it's called now. I want to call it a Gatling gun, but that isn't right. My big gun that requires a fusion core as ammo. And it was alright, but it was just chewing through the fusion cores. So then I scrapped it, because I was like, well, it either then means I can't use my power armor. So I got rid of it, and then I crafted the pepper shaker. But I'm kind of like, that just takes shotgun shells, but I can't really adapt it much because I don't have plans and things. But I absolutely love, right? I got the someone dropped the, I've got a video of me doing it, getting it. They dropped the Nuka Shank. I think I call it the new, I can't remember what I call it because I didn't quite read what it said. And it was absolutely fantastic, but I don't know if it's glitching out or it was because it was maybe extended, you know, when you can repair at workbench or you can improve repair. But now, like, every time I've used it, I can kill about 2 wolves and it breaks, and I'm like, this is not a useful weapon. Use a junk cannon on it playthrough. I probably need to use it too because I've got so much junk. Is it Gatling? It must be the Gatling gun. It's a big thing. Gatling gun, that's the first thing that came to my mind, so we'll go with that. I like pepper shaker. Used to use it a lot. Sorry. Used to use it a lot. I used to use it a lot as well on my last character playthrough. Someone dropped it for me. I need to look at Lucy's bag. I can't know what colour fits. Blue handle, isn't it? And I used to really like it, but then I just thought I really need a better, oh, it's brown, gun, because I have got another one which is kind of quite like, oh my god. I've just seen how much a Vault 33 backpack is now. You get the blanket with on Amazon. It's £195. Okay, I was just using it as a reference because I just want the colour. So it is a brown. A handle, which I probably should do beforehand. It's kind of a darker brown. Ooh. I bet we could optimise the place to suit you. Yeah, I kind of neglect my bags, which doesn't really help. And I suppose I'm not actually picked. I'm not doing a specific run through. So like when I had my character on the Xbox, on my Xbox playthrough, I oh, this is really, oh, that was really awkward. My camera just fell down. There you go. Oh, because usually I put something on top of it, but I haven't actually done that today. That is why that's done that. Bear with. What was I saying? Yeah, I was running as a blooded build. So I sort of like tailored it, but as I'm just playing, I've not tailored anything. I've not like vampire, whatever, berserker. I'm kind of just playing. Oh, thank you. I'm just sort of just running around pretending. I need to see what it looks like at the back. Right, okay. So if I actually this is really hard to work out where the hell I've got to paint because it's really, really small. Oh, that's a buck. Well, we're going to go brown. It's miniature. This is really difficult to see. I just need to spend time on it. I won't ghoul on my main, so I can't do blood every is it not. Ah, you see, I still haven't done the ghoul run through, but I'm kind of tempted to either become that as my main or do another character. Do another playthrough. Hey, you just have fun. You just have fun. Don't want to press you to play a setting. I know, like, everyone's like, oh, get your perks right. I mean, I know I'm not like a hardcore kind of EC like level 2000. But it would be nice to be able to have some beef, you know, like, and not die. As I did, I actually hopped on ESD for a little bit. And died quite a few times. But I was in like that kind of, I can't think, it's not Savage Divide, what's it called? I can't think. I was on the east side of the map, past Savage Divide, where it's coming. You know, where Cranberry region is quite tough, and then this part is quite tough. That's my excuse. That's my excuse. I'm literally trying to see. This might not be easy. This might be easy to paint this on. The bag is very difficult to paint. Although if you do get nice heavy or something. You see, then that makes it easier to do raids, right, doesn't it? Don't fit into print 7. Oh, what, it actually will glow? That's really cool. You can tell where. Oh, you can't actually see that because it's really bright, but I've been to McDonald's today. Oh, they're white one glowing, mind you. Oh, I think I got something like that from Con last year. Someone randomly gave me like. They had a 3D print stand. This is at Norcon. They had a 3D print stand. You might know the one, but they weren't selling anything at Con, which was really a bit weird. And then they had like a Nuka-Cola disc. It wasn't quite a cap. And I think they said something about something glow in the dark. Did you get one? Might be green glowing actually. Radiation. Radiation. Like this one I got from these people was, I think it's red, but I know someone gave me, they got one and they gave it to me. And then theirs was, I swear, white as well. I remember that. That was everyone that absolutely would have chatted them. Yeah, right? Yeah, they had a stand, but then they weren't actually selling anything. Because people just were like, oh, sales. They had like some Fallout stuff. I mean, they would, you know, because the Fallout series and all that. But they weren't selling anything. A bit weird. Get on. Wasn't joining the base there. So print. You're like, I could do that. Differently. Maybe they, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they were promoting like their stuff, maybe. Because it was like, well, you could. So maybe they'll actually. Maybe they weren't sure to start selling. Yeah, I'm just literally going to paint the brown and then paint the bag around it. Okay, it looks absolutely amazing right now. Ooh. I can't believe this Lucy bag is £195. There is only one in stock on Amazon. 16-inch laptop pocket and 9 different user pockets to carry and keep all your stuff safe. 20 litre capacity. £195. I could easily spend £195 on probably about 3 pop figures. So I do have pop figures, new Fallout series, but I'm not. I was like, I'm not going to take a picture yet of them until I've got all 4 of them. Mum sort of like gently opened the box up, and I was like, oh, it's Maximus. Ordinary Maximus. Right, let's try and paint the back of this. This is maybe Lucy's bag was not the best idea to start with. Oh, I have missed a bit of brown. I'm not quite sure. Can't really see where. I think we're gonna make up the detail because I think I've lost it. From having to glue it back on and using green stuff. So I think we are. I have to make up where that goes. Cool. I'm not sure how far I'll actually get today on Lucy because it took me almost 3 episodes to finish Maximus. And they're about an hour each. So it took me about 3 hours to do Maximus. So let's start on the back. Let's do the front of the bag because that bit will be wet. So it's all blue, apart from the front of the bag. I did water this down slightly. Well, actually, it'll be easier to do that. You know when you think, oh, I'll start with this colour because this will be fantastic, and then you're like, actually, this makes this even harder to do, so that needs to actually go in and be yellow first. Because then it'll be really hard to get it there. Ah, I see, and it's just messed up the music as well. Hang on. What tab are we on? Wait, let me skip. There we go. I see it, and then it messed up the music. What were we? What one? Yukikawa helmet. Let me think what that is. I shall go and put it on. Right, yeah, I remember what it is. And then I shall be back. See, you need redemptions like that. You need a power armor one now. No, it's not Nukatron, is it? Nuka-Cola. I had to think which one it was then. There we go. Oh, I confused myself there. Nuka-Cola. Yeah, not Nukatron. It's Nukatron and Nuka-Cola, isn't it? Probably actually see better. You ready? True printing or painting in Fallout fashion, right? While she's painting is done. Cool. Then I can blame it, right? Right, can you hear me okay? Oh, I can actually put the microphone. Inside or outside? Oh, you can hear me. This is when I need the Vault suit on. Well, I don't actually know where I just put the paintbrush on the seat. That's the one. That's the thing, I sort of moved down. What was it? 56? Cool. I can't even remember how long it's going to be, like 3 minutes, 5. Oh, it's because it's here. Right. We'll give this a go. Do what I want. Do what I want. What was I about? what are we doing? We're doing the blanket first. That is it. I can get so far. Right, you can see. That is painting. I couldn't quite actually tell as the yellow was going on. Okay. I can just see the yellow going on. You can't quite understand the distance. I'm like trying and paint it from about here. Ooh. I love it. I could just hear that. This is the true. This is how you should paint Fallout miniatures. Who even are you if you don't paint like this? That many points. Sorry. You can tell when I come in a bit too close that I hit the thing. I actually don't really like that other bit. Especially as this is really fiddly. Oh no, I've got a bit on her hand. Ooh. Can't tell the concentration right now. Can't actually see. I mean, this is the point, right? How is that? I don't know what's going to focus. I can't actually tell. Well, from here, looking at my screen, it looks like she's holding a minion. From here, because it looks like the yellow and the blue overalls, and then it looks like she's carrying it by the hair. So, that is all the yellow, isn't it? And then, I have got a little khaki brown. Which should be very useful, is in that tray right now. Okay. I see it. I can just see it. It's over my retake. She dropped suffer. No longer for this. And then that's when it drops something or spills something. Right, so then we've got... Where the hell is it? Well, I'll do the front. Because I can't work out where the pockets are. Might change the blue. To be fair, if I put some nylon on top, that would... Where's the edge of it? There! I feel like proper gremlin pose right now. Still looks like a minion from this angle. Oh, I don't think I restarted. I can't remember when music started, but hey, you got me in as power armor helmet. That's more important. Okay, that looks like an upside down minion. I'll finish the side strap, the bags. I don't know where this one finishes. I can't actually see. I mean, that is the point, right? That is the point. I'm starting to get really hot, but I'm determined just to finish doing the pocket on this side. The blue looks a bit too blue, if that makes sense. I think this is a little too wet. Okay, well, it's looking like a little bag. This is gonna look so different. Okay, ready? Right, time is well up, I thought. I'm gonna keep it on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Your gal is sweating in there. Thank you for the redemption. I did turn my music on. Oh my god, it's really hot. Right, what does it actually look like? Oh, it's not too bad a job. It's not too bad a job. It's actually not that bad. Are we gonna focus? It's not too bad from not being able to see. That is brilliant. Let me just tidy up some of the edges. I'll have to clip that. I'll be like, you can't paint Fallout miniatures unless you are in the full Fallout attire, right? I've got to try and cover up the brown. I suppose it is kind of a Vault blue. By the time when you put shading over the top of it. Or I might go slightly darker blue. Right, for your first ever time painting. No, right? It hasn't turned out too bad. I can think of some good trumpet music play. Clip. Love it. It's not too bad. I definitely missed some yellow though. People tuning in and be like, if I do a whole stream like it, right? I think I would literally melt if I did that. Oh, I missed quite a bit of... Oh, I painted her hand. More than I thought I did. It's just like the tiny little details which are actually really hard to get at anyway. Oh, that's too much. See, it makes it more fun, right? I love that Halo helmet, thank you. The Halo helmet. I love it. I have to have them on. Oh, I'm just putting more paint exactly on her hand as before. I found this as well, like trying to paint Maximus. I just felt like the details. I think because it's Fallout, you want to get it like 100%, don't you? Right, she's got to look on par with Maximus, isn't she? Don't know if she will. Oh. Imagine if I have a chalet. So there's two other headpieces that I want to do. One is a secret and one is a chalet. I'll just add the whole collection, right? No, I don't know if I like this blue. Would you say that is a Vault blue? Bearing in mind I will probably null and oil over the top of it, so... Oh my god, I just need to move all my brushes out of the way. This is only like a handful of the brushes that I have on my tray. Yeah? I think it's a case of just keep going, because then when I'm going to shade it, it's going to look a bit different in it. I was like going in there, I was thinking, oh, this feels a bit like I'm missing something. There we go. But it was more like, oh, I ain't got the helmet on. I'm so glad you guys love the helmet redemption. This is when you're trying to do it really. The details. It's hard to kind of know what way to go around it. So like when I did Maximus, I wasn't sure exactly where to start. So I thought I started with him, but then I was like, do I just do his weapon a different colour? But as I was watching it, I was like, it's actually silver. But I wanted to have a slightly different colour to what his power armour is. I've got to be really careful that now this doesn't go green. Not needing to do some like highlights if it were dark, is it too much? That's true. I can always have I got a slightly lighter one. I have got a slightly lighter blue, or I can lighten it up. You know when you just start painting, you're like, I should have done it that way around. I can't get the fucking paint in the colour of it. Must admit, I like doing some highlight. I've done a little bit of highlight on the Space Marine. And then as I did finish my Doomsday arc, I did some lighter green edging, and that it just finishes it. To be fair, Maximus is quite easy to do because it's literally just I spray painted them all white. I then roughly painted him black on like where why won't that go in that one bit? I might need an even smaller paintbrush. And then I just dry brushed on the silver. because the straps are the same colour as the bag. So it kind of worked. It was quite easy to do, but it still took me like 3 hours to do. Which I thought was pretty quick for me to paint a model. But his detailing was a lot more easier. Because it literally is just a case of try brush on silver. And then just darken, like I was trying to watch it to get the placement right for like the belly and the back, you know, where the back of the knees are. And then like his skin took a little bit sort of to go, but I knew I was just layering it up. Has it got a black bit on the back? No. Okay, but on this it has. So maybe I'll paint that bit brown as well. I think if this all else fails, I'll paint over it, strip it and start again. Sometimes you kind of have to think like that, don't you? Trust the process, and it is a case of like shading oils on top, contrast paints. It was really random, like last night, right? Someone was letting off fireworks. It was about 11 o'clock at night. Really random. But they're like really loud ones, so really strange. Must have been some sort of party or something, because you can't buy fireworks at the moment. Must have been an event. I know at some point last year there was a private, you had to be invited to party. Maybe it was that. I'm sure if you know, when you go on Facebook, somebody will be complaining. But over here you can't buy fireworks because of people complaining. So you can only buy fireworks, is it even within a week of bonfire night? So ooh, it must have been for like an organised party. Maybe they do just like big booms. I mean, if it was 11 o'clock at night as well, bit of a random time to set them off, yeah? So maybe they were homemade, you never know. Big booms. They like big booms. I feel like some people might just follow along in the house and maybe drives me up the wall. Good, no fireworks for anyone. Yeah, maybe they might have just gone, let's let them off, because it was. I was watching your stream, Finch. I was watching your stream, and I actually had to get up. I was sitting here, I was playing on Fallout, and I was watching Finch's stream, and I was like, duh. At first I thought it was maybe somebody outside in their car, because there is actually a guy with a van. And I thought, what's he doing? At least I couldn't see him. I couldn't see the fireworks, which maybe suggests there was like, as I said, there was like a couple of day like festival, not like a festival thing. You had to be invited. I don't mean like a party. I mean you had to know the host who has a farmer's field. And then may just. I mean, 11 o'clock at night, nobody's going to see you, are they? Maybe they were practicing. They were definitely in the distance. Bit like rude, I didn't get an invite. Usually I'm quite like, I can see them, but although, who knows, I couldn't see them, I was like, that's rude. Didn't get invited. I'm pretty sure if I do go on Facebook, someone will be like, who let them fireworks off last night? You know, when people go. It's like the type of people who complain around fireworks that people let fireworks off and, oh, my dog was so scared. It's like, this has happened. Bonfire nights happened for how many years? You know, it's kind of, or New Year, they complain, and it's like, it's not like a random night like last night. And it's like, well, that's not going to last for very long, is it? I don't know, that's just me. If you know what I mean, it's just like, it lasts for about 10 minutes, that's about it, you know. Just use your weekend together. Shoot muskets, light some cannons, no problem at all. It sounded like Big Boomers like cannons. I mean, maybe it's what they were doing. Saying goodbye to summer, you know. Big bye, what was it, Big Summer Blowout? That's from Frozen, isn't it? Ooh, Big Summer Blowout. Or something on their minds. Crazy rants about people who don't like fireworks. It's a bit like, you might as well complain that Christmas happens every year. Like, you know. Well, it was like a month ago, but did they? I'm pretty sure I've had some bots come in. Like I said, they must still get... I was pretty sure I've still seen some bots come in. I suppose they probably can't ban them all like bot accounts, can they? That's good if they finally have. I swear I've seen, not just in mine, but in like other people's. Want to improve your viewage? No. Like, how dare you do anything in your life ever? It's literally that, right? It's literally that, and it's always the people who complain who literally don't do anything. Or I've just completely just painted over the brown. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking pretty shit. But it's not finished, crazy, so... And I've decided to start with probably one of the most fiddly bits of her. I think it probably actually is the most fiddly bit of this whole thing. I like how you mentioned bots and all of a sudden stream elements pops up. There's bots for mods, but those must be different. So yeah, maybe they are... like... probably like the... want more viewage? That one's... I can't stand when they're not for an occasion. We like set them off every night. To be fair, they are like pretty boomy, aren't they? I love them. But I understand, like, if you don't really like noise, not so much. But it is just the typical, you know, the Karens. Can I say that on Twitch? I don't know. That could be a buzzword. I don't know. Who complain every year. It's like, it's a yearly event, you know it's coming. Book some time away in the middle of the country, you know what I mean? And they don't even own a dog, but they're complaining. Them type of people. Oh, that's quite good that you got an auto mod ban. It's nuts for that though. Like every night for a week before and after New Year's. Oh my god. Free firework display. Let's get in some here and there. I'm talking from 10 to 2. See, if it's beyond 2, that's what made me had to like. I actually had to look out the window as well because this was 11 o'clock at night. It's kind of like that's quite an antisocial time especially like say 2 in the morning. Like 10 is quite an antisocial time. I mean, I know it's like if it's in the summer, yeah, you need it dark, obviously. But like November, December, that's quite late. We have a high school behind us, and they sort of big fights every time. Really? Oh my god! You wouldn't be able to do that here. The school would get shut down. People complain too much. I mean, we are English. Ooh, painting! I'm trying to paint Lucy. I'll start with her bag. It doesn't look like a minion anymore now. But how are you doing? I hope you're fine. I hope you're keeping well. We're moaning about... It's so random. 11 o'clock at night. They went on for about 10 minutes because then it was about after 10 past. 12 minutes past, although... I'm a grub as to like a lot of things, so I feel like you've got a very sunny attitude. Things generally. Ah, thank you. It was just the, you know, that time of year is coming, and I just know it's like not near me as per se, but there's like a big Hawley house thing. I mean, you can hear them from mine, but they're like I don't know how, half an hour away? Yeah, 20 minutes, half an hour away to get there, and you can hear them, and you can see the sky light up because they I mean, it's a paid event. They have a massive display. They have bands on. They have food, fairground rides. You know, they make a big thing of it for what was it, Guy Fawkes? And it is the type of thing that if you are going, you have to go very early, because it's also then kind of down like small lanes. So if you get stuck, so if they say it opens at 6, you literally have to be queuing about 5, because if you think get there for 6, fireworks at 8, if you think, oh, I'll get there for 7:30, you won't, because you'll be stuck in traffic because the whole world decides to descend. But they are huge and massive. So I just think, my god, something like that, like a big display, is quite intense. I've always got neighbours who set them off, which is fine by me because I can just watch from my window. Get a free display. Every year they always seem to set them off. I say that because, you know, one year they won't. So I get a free display. But even at like the festival we went to, usually, well, actually say usually, that last year they do fireworks, you know, end it, send up fireworks, but they haven't for 2 years now. Again, I think it's to do with because people in the surrounding area will just complain, but also you can imagine how expensive like fireworks are. And because people just go, oh well, you know, my dog or whatever. Which, you know, I can understand. I'm not saying like, oh, just, you know, whatever, but it's kind of like this happens every year, my love. And it has done for many years, and probably not for much longer, will it? So I can understand. They are quite loud for people, aren't they? But aren't they more... Some of them are meant to be quite quiet ones. I did see a display a couple of years ago that they were the silent type. So they weren't the big boomers, but... Oh no, I've got to get blue right in there. What I've just painted. Someone didn't pay attention. I have to repaint the hand again. Like Catherine wheels are fine. Well, to be honest, I like the little ones that kind of go puff, puff. Them ones, right? I'm not first. I'm not like one of these people that like go big or go home. I'm like, even if they're just the little puffy ones, you know, just go puff, little crackle. Or just sparklers, right? Or just sparklers. Everyone's like, note to self, don't get crazy started on the topic of fireworks. But it was so random last night to have fireworks set off on a random, I don't know, maybe they're celebrating the kids going back to school. Because the kids have gone back to school this week after their long summer break. So maybe they were celebrating the kids going back to school. Who knows, who knows. I went on the Ring app, so I was going, if it's gunshots. Oh my god, that's quite true actually, because if you're in America, if you live in our neighbourhood, you know it's the fireworks and part of the plot they talk about. And for Viva Vendetta, I have not seen that in ages. Gonna have to Google it, I have no idea who Guy Fawkes is. Ah, you see, we call Guy Fawkes night. You get the typical British like, someone should do that. Remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. Something about, I see no rhyme or reason why it should ever be forgot or something. Or we have like massive like bonfires. But they're a bit more tricky to do for bonfires as well, because poor little like hedgehogs and things. So you go to like big displays like a hall or something, but they'll or like my school used to do one, and so you'll see them like pile it all up, like it could be old bed frames or doors, rubbish, whatever, you know, not rubbish but burnable rubbish I should say. But the poor little hedgehogs, if you don't know what a hedgehog is, it's a little spiky, is it a mammal? It's a little small thing, but all animals and creatures get in there, so having a bonfire, it's like you're meant to put the stuff to one side and then move it ready to burn it, otherwise creatures could be hibernating in it. Or even more of a tradition is people used to make actual like guys, as in his name was Guy Fawkes, and you set fire to them. I mean, it's a thing, it's like an English tradition. But people complain about it. Rocket 69. Yo, Adapters, welcome in. I'm gonna call them Bush Pig. Bush Pigs, that's cute. Always used to see like some people do like loads of like bonfire night. Sometimes we used to have, because my sister's birthday is like the 7th of November, and then my cousin's about like the 9th. So often we'd have, I remember like we'd have fireworks, you know, in the garden for like my sister's birthday, and then one year we had my cousin, obviously, and his family over, and we had fireworks, because they're when you could buy fireworks and don't need to like remortgage your house to buy them. I mean, even party poppers, you can't buy party poppers any time of year. I think it is literally, it has to be only for New Year, because I remember I was going to a party at Creed's and I wanted to get party poppers, and I asked, and they're like, you can't actually buy party poppers because you're not allowed. Because people have complained. So you can't, I mean, I don't know if you could buy them any other time of year, or you've got to be specific, but even party poppers are like, you can only get them at a certain time. Apparently, I don't know how, they might have them in Card Factory, I don't know, but that's like what I was told. I mean, the staff might not know anything. I don't get it though. I don't know what a hedgehog is. I'm that strict. Yeah, it's kind of welcome to England on that front. I don't know, I could be wrong. I mean, these staff workers may have just told me a load of baloney and could be asked to go check, which could be the case, but even party poppers you can't get. I think they're trying to go with the more they're not eco-friendly crap. And it's like, right, but they're actually made of like, the tube is made of cardboard and it's paper string. I can understand why you probably need to be ID'd, because technically they are an explosive. But I don't know if you can actually keep buying, I keep hitting that, yeah, or maybe they are little plastic. They're plastic, but they're also like little cardboard bit. Party poppers. Now, don't quote me on it. I did try and buy some for a New Year's party, but they only sell them at a select time. But I'm saying that, and I can't believe that would be true, that you can't buy party poppers any other time of the year. I don't believe that. I haven't looked to buy party poppers at any other time of year, I must admit. Or like, do you remember, I don't know if it's a British thing or not, used to get these in a little like Matchbox type style thing, and you were just like, they're literally wrapped up in a little bit of tissue paper, they're like yay big, and you throw them on the floor and they go bang. I don't know if you can get them anymore. So it's Amazon. I have Amazon open. I mean, you can buy everything on Amazon, right? Because I think I've been lied to that you can't. Yeah, you can buy party poppers on Amazon. Okay, they're like £10.50. So I think I was lied to by the shop workers. Maybe they just didn't have any more in stock. Because you can buy a bag, you can buy a 50 pack on Amazon for £10.95. Let's go in like Card Factory or something. So I feel like I was lied to. Unless maybe because that's Amazon, right? Maybe in a shop. I don't know what Card Factory is. So you can't actually buy party poppers. There are no packs of party poppers on Card Factory. Card Factory sells cards, gift wrap, balloons. They've only got tubes. Clinton's, does that exist anymore? I'm thinking of like party shops. Clinton cards. Very posh website. I just want to look on your website, but okay. The range. Let's have a look. I think maybe I was lied to. Do you know Sonic the Hedgehog? Yes. That's true. I should have said Hedgehog, you know, like Sonic. I was about to put Sonic in there. Party poppers. No, they're not even on at the range. Comes up with candy floss / popcorn / waffle maker. It's not the same thing, it's the 3 item. Maybe it is true. I mean, you can buy everything on Amazon, to be fair. Love his work. Bangers. Yeah, you know what I mean? Snaps, that's it. So maybe it is true. What is another party shop? So you can only buy a... You can buy a pack. You could buy a pack of 50 party poppers for £10.95, or you could buy a pack of 100 party poppers for £14.58. Amazon logic. So you can, but again, they've only coming up with like mainly like tubes. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, there's like a party popper gun thing. They're mainly the big cardboard tubes, but I mean, you can buy everything. You probably can't buy in shops online. Can you buy fireworks? That's the next. Probably not. They got me on this topic now. It was so... I can't even spell it. Oh, thank you, Amazon. Just clicked on it. No, but it's something I ordered from Temu. You can buy sparklers on Amazon. See, you can buy sparklers on Amazon, but you can't walk into a shop and buy sparklers. You might be able to buy like birthday candle sparklers from like a supermarket, but you can't buy sparklers anywhere in England other than Amazon. But they haven't come up with fireworks. They're probably legally, because technically that's an explosive. So you can buy sparklers now on Amazon, but so you won't be able to go out and buy them anywhere else. I mean, it is Amazon, innit? It says everything. Right, we want to see Lucy's bag. So I'm looking on Amazon to get the colour because that's the thing that come up. So there we go. Why has my music stopped? So this is what really got my attention, because it was like, why are they having fireworks? Because you can't buy fireworks. They sell cards. No ways. Card factory sells cards. It was the gay party poppers has a very different. Okay. I suppose like poppers as well might have a different thing. Candy floss is cotton candy. It is. Candy floss is cotton candy. I actually saw a TikTok on that, and people are like, "Oh, it's this it's coming up on my FYP. It's a German guy who is going like, you get, I don't know why he's defending the Brits, but he gets like these American videos, and he goes, I don't know why you want to have problems with these, and they go like, why is it candy floss and not candy cotton candy, but candy floss? Pretend this is gay pride, not the real thing. See, if you call it that, then you might be able to get them. You never know. That's 3 hours like, what? Or like the candy floss. So there we have it. You can't buy fireworks or sparklers. There's literally and only set places. I think some garden centres maybe. I don't even know if like B&M would. Really select places where you can even buy fireworks, and you can only buy them for like a couple of days a year. I mean, I always remember when they used to be in the supermarket, and you'd just be walking out, they'd be behind a locked in a glass cabinet, but you could buy all sorts. You can't even buy sparklers. If you see sparklers, it's literally like buy them. So you can probably get like the birthday candle ones. I think they probably don't want you to buy sparklers because they're not very environmentally friendly, I guess. Underground party deals. Confetti criminals. This is what you need to start, right? You can literally buy 100 pack on Amazon right now and just be like, got any party poppers? Some dodgy dealings going on. So yes, basically, it made me wonder what on earth was going on, because why are they having fireworks when it's not a firework time? Welcome to boring England. I'm pretty sure, I haven't even been on Facebook, but if I click on Facebook, I'll guarantee someone will be complaining about the fireworks last night. Who is letting them off? I'm like, I know, it's rude, why don't I get an invite? Someone having a day. Say no more! Oh, is this playlist finished? I'll start again then. It's called Goodbye Summer, so I kind of thought it was quite fitting, really. I like that confetti criminals. This is maybe what I need to start in, right? Buy them all up when you see them. They've probably got a restriction on how many you can actually buy. I know you've obviously got to be like 18. Because they are obviously an explosive. Some of the stupid ruling, I'll tell you. I tell you what. I'm just trying to get the... So yeah, so basically someone near me had fireworks last night, and it made me very confused because you can't get fireworks this time of year. That's what made me look. Oh my god, I keep getting paint everywhere on this, and this is slightly annoying me.
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
That actually made me It's a bit like today, actually. We had a government alert today on our phones. Proper, like, I have it somewhere. I screen recorded it because I was like, I can make a TikTok from this. Be like, the purge is coming. Even then, like, some people were complaining about it, you know, when you see, like, online and people like, turn your phone off, it's the way the government are, like, controlling you. Like everyone says, you do know the reason why we have an emergency alert on our phone, right? It was quite it's quite entertaining to be in the middle of a shop and you just hear it going off all around you. I've got it on my phone, but it's not this firework. We are all good. As long as we're all good, you see, just don't have fireworks. And you'll be good. Enter my brain. It's too late. Sounds like a Gribble thing. Right, let me see if I can. Well, if I probably get put down for copyright. But look, I'm teaching the world. I recorded it because I was like, oh, where does it go? Screen record. Which I don't actually know where it is on my phone, but I'll find it. I didn't actually read it. Why are you not coming up? It's there in movies, but it's not there in movies. It was quite an alarm. I'll find it and I'll. I'm sure it's probably elsewhere, but it was quite a hefty alarm, wasn't it? Oh, I'll find it again somewhere. No testing, everyone is panicking. A message is attention England. And we're probably just like completely ignored it and they're going, this is not a drill. This is not a drill. I actually don't know where it is. I could see it, but I also can't see it. Because it saves it in a really weird place. Or it weirdly has half saved it, but not. But I'm sure there'll be other ones you can listen to. It's quite a weird alert. As you can imagine, it probably would be, to be honest. Right, is that? Almost a little bit blue. It's like Kingsman. The sound frequency enters your brain and you went a drone. It is quite like that. It was quite a. The zombies are coming kind of alert, but so my poor parents, they're like, oh, they didn't work on our phone. Well, they don't. They have button phones. I was like, it's not going to work on your phone. It only will work on, you know, modern phones. And they were quite right. They're going, okay, so it's not going to get us. I was like, oh well, we'll just burn with the world because apparently we don't need to know that there's an emergency alert. It's like, to be fair, would you want to know your country's under threat, or would you rather just be like, gonna die anyway? I mean, it's quite clever, really, how they can. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get the numbers on this. How they can send it across, but yeah, everyone's just like. What's the government controlling you? Turn your phone off. It's like, well, I would rather know that danger is on its way than Oh my god, that actually worked. I'm amazed. But yeah. That was a highlight of everyone's day, I think, today. 3 o'clock. Oh. Purge alarm. It doesn't like focusing. I'm actually going to bring that in here because this is a bit easier. I'm thinking about AI but still using Google search engines. I mean, that is a pretty valid point, right? That is a pretty valid point. Everyone's like freaking about AI, but then they use like Google and search engines. I mean, yeah. Or everyone's got a, what's it, a Hey Siri. Alexa, I don't have one, so that's why I'd never remember what they're called. This is my, I'm trying to bring this in, because it makes me easier if I keep coming back and forth. They've got one of them in their houses, but they won't turn the emergency alert on their phone. That's exactly. Alexa and Siri. See? It's a very valid point. I'm just not really, I'm fidgeting about now. Or like even Google is like listening. That's the thing. It is there, isn't it? It's like you can't really escape it. Or they're complaining about, you know, they're going, oh, how do the government send it to the, how can they send it to my phone? It's like, because they can. But then it's just thinking, yeah, but then you walk into a supermarket and you'll pay with a card, which is then tracking you where you know, if you suddenly go missing, the bank can tell the police, go, well, they were last here buying this. You know, it's kind of like, well, now I'm debating whether to do the armour first in painting. I'm not entirely sure. It is strange, isn't it? Some people have some funky ideas. Or they'll have like, I don't know, a Tesla and you think, right, but that's literally a computer. Right, we're just, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a case of then people don't really have a valid argument, but then you can't argue with them that their argument is wrong because, you know. You know who else is always watching over Todd? Todd, he's always watching us. He is God after all, right? He is the Lord and Saviour. It's the gradual way that I have been introduced to more and more, and it's from the fact it's that scary. And how it is gonna, how we're going, the way that we're going, if you know what I mean. Yes, we're literally given numbers at birth to track us. I suppose it's like we've got you have like your NHS number, you have your like work number, so everyone has a unique code. I can't think what it is called. National insurance number. That's what it is. Unless I don't stop rattling. Twitch chat. This is quite a topic, innit? I mean, for a fact that I'm, you know, if you think, alright, I'm live now. I mean, we've always been tracked, haven't we? Like, they always said, like, you know, you are... I mean, if you start Googling some dodgy shit, or, like, on your phone, they've always said that, you know, officials know, because they've got to. So, yeah, there's... That's the thing, misinformed people, that's the thing, and I think that's the kind of people, I mean, it is quite, like, how we are developing is quite, we can't quite cope, can we? that's the thing with like technology and that. The fireworks are the government's way to track us, so don't buy pipes. This is it. This is it. You know, we've got a boycott. Oh, that's her boot. It is one of them topics that you just know if you get started with someone, you just back away. I mean, it can be used for like technology that can be used for good content. So, like, say, like these Meta glasses, you think, well, why aren't they being really promoted for like the blind? You know, which then would require AI technology to tell them, you are looking at. You know, something like that. That would really, in that sense, that can be used for good. But we've seen too many movies, haven't we? Or even like too many synths, you know, from Fallout. Yeah, you can tell pretty quickly which people often discuss and those that are set. That is the thing. Some people are very much my opinion and my opinion only, and you're like, well, okay. It's always good to have an open. I mean, I have some. I'm not gonna lie, wacky conversations as in work. I say it's always, and people go, you're so open-minded, and I'm like, it's because, well, number one, because all my training is you have to be open-minded to whoever comes in. And I'm talking, it can be literally anything. I was like, unfortunately, I wasn't born with a brain like Elon Musk to come up with billions of pounds worth of inventions, so I have to make do. Black Mirror. I've never seen that. I'm presuming that's a show. Oh yeah, there we go. I enjoy the show, but some of it's really, really silly. It's really silly. Oh, synth. I like to clarify, Twitch. I'm not about a Fallout robot. Synth with an N. Or actually spelled slightly differently. But yes, that would come across as... oh my god, I either put too much on or not enough. And I'm kind of painting her armour, but it's a bit easier at the moment to do that than because she's got a lot of armour. So sometimes right with the I mean be the next scene, right? Because like, we're all a bit of a synth. Maybe that's what I need to call it, like crazy synths. No, that sounds really weird. I don't mean it that way. I mean like I call you like my faulties. Maybe I need to be like my synths. And we know what that means. We can fool the internet. We are not worthy. It's a good blue. It's gonna take me. She's just so many bits and pieces. Like all that armor. Ooh, set up a print. That sounds exciting. No worries. I'm trying my best to paint Lucy, but because these are resin prints, there's so much detail, that is not a complaint. I'm just saying there's a lot of like. Oh god, she's got her numbers on the back, isn't she? So I can't really cover it in, or I could cover it in blue because this will make my life easier, and then I can wipe off the paint. Yep, that works. That works. Yeah, I'm not sure how far I'll actually get her done today. She's a lot more fiddlier than good old Maximus. Especially because I just need to wait for bits to dry and then I can go back over a little bit of detail. I started on the face and then I've literally just ignored the rest and gone straight to the bag and then worked my way up. Everything else. Yo, Scales, buongiorno, how are you? The price has gone up a lot. It has, right? I swear it's only like, I don't know, it's probably more than 50 quid to be honest, but yeah. So I'm only using it as a reference point because at least I can see different angles. Mental. I thought about getting. Oh, did you? Thought about getting it from Bethesda shop. That's the thing. Like, King is currently, or was at Universal in Orlando, and he did the Horror Nights, and so he has bought me some Fallout badges. And he was like, "Is there anything else you want?" And was showing me, and there was like the Pip-Boy bag. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's quite cool." And it was like $50, and I'm like, "It's literally a bum bag, or what do you call them? A fanny pack, I think." And I was like, "Well, I'm never going to use it." And it didn't really look like 50 quid's worth, if you know what I mean. Alright. Dealing with drama. Oh god, was this bad drama? My mind almost read that as darling. I thought, yeah, doing alright, darling. I was like, oh, I don't know, that says dealing. Oh, sorry to hear that. So I just need to see where I'm meant to be painting. The Radaway drink was really cool. Yeah, I've got that. King, the only reason why he bought it was so I could have the plastic. I can have the IV bag. Apart from, I was like, but this is yellow. It should be, Runaway is technically brown. There is in the series a yellow version, but then it's not Runaway, and I can't think what else it was called. It's literally in one of the first 3 episodes. Because I was like, oh, it is yellow. I was like, ah, not quite. So he bought the cocktail just so I could then have the IV bag, which I thought was really sweet. And I think even that was like $16, and it was lemonade and chipotle, however you say it. Really kind of like a random kind of mix. She looks so tatty right now. She won't be. Them yum yum are a dessert item, not just eggs. Have you seen what they are? They're a lot of money for what they are. I can't remember how much. I think he said the food like the Yum Yum eggs. One would think they were the like actual Yum Yum eggs, but they are like Haribo's eggs. And you don't get many. And all the food is, I think he said they were like $8. I can't remember how much. Even like the Sugar Bomb cereal is not actually Sugar Bomb cereal. It is little round biscuits. I don't know, maybe you call them cereal. But they're not bomb shaped, which they are in the game. Maybe they are in the Fallout series like that. Yeah, they're just gummies. Yeah, I saw it before he went out. I was just like, I wanted to see because it had only just opened when he went out, so I was waiting to see what other people were getting. And the eggs are such a disappointment. They're literally just Haribo eggs. I was like, it'd be really cool because then you'd have the box, but they're not really worth like $8. To me, I thought, I mean, somebody out there might be like, oh, they're brilliant. But they are literally just gummy eggs, and they don't look, I mean, even if they made them gummy, but actually look like Yum Yum eggs, if you know what I mean, that would have been better. And the cereal was, it was just literally just like little sweet biscuits. I saw somebody then add milk and was like, I guess you could still like eat them as cereal, but they're like little biscuits. But the Raj Roach was better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they're kind of meh, but they're chocolate Raj Roach. That was the only sort of food item that they brought out, which was like looked really cool. He didn't get one for me because he was like, do I want any of it? Because I thought I'd love it, but then I'd want to keep it, and I'm like, if I keep it, that is just gonna go off, innit? Like chocolate chip cookie crisp. Yeah, kind of like that. We get like little cookie crisps as well. I don't know if you still can. You probably can't. But these, like, yeah, like them, but just plain. So that was a bit weird. But I thought the Rad Roach was a cool idea. But I did think the other food, the eggs, were just, I thought were a bit. As I said, there's probably someone out there who absolutely adores them, but. So yeah, so I know I've just got the badges coming from the Horror Night and the Radaway. Just like, yeah, I think we literally just call them the same thing. And they also did, like, at the Horror Nights, they did a lanyard strap, and you had to buy the lanyard holder separate, and they did like a baseball cap. I think even that was like $20. T-shirts, obviously. They did do a glass. I did see, I swear somewhere, it was maybe like a thermos flask. And they did like iron-on patches, but they're actually like stickers. But I just thought I wanted the badges. They are pretty heavy duty, apparently. I think he said they were like $24 or something. But they are, he was like, they actually feel really good quality. So I got some of them. Because they'll match my other, I was like, what? I've already got some Fallout. I got some from the premiere, and I have got some other Fallout series ones, like Vault 33 ones, because when I turned 33 last year, my mum got me some. So I was like, that's pretty cool, they'll go together. And then they're small, aren't they? To be fair, I was saying to King, I was like, you need to buy like everything. Because you can't buy any of it over here, so what people are doing is they're going and then they're finding people who want the stuff and then just buying it and then shipping it to them, which I thought was really quite sweet. So I said to him, you just empty your suitcase out, buy absolutely everything, and then you can make a tidy profit this end. Fun enough, he didn't seem keen on that idea. Oh, that's alright, Gecko. So I'm hoping, I can't wait to get them. And they're out of the way, at least I can actually fill it with like Coke to make it look real, not yellow. Which is not in, I can't think what it was, what drink it was, what it was in the series. Just needing like everything to like dry now. Yeah, I can fill it with Pepsi Max, Dr. Pepper. Thank you. I hope you're well. I hope you are well. I'm just trying to... But I was more excited the fact that he also saw Art the Clown. Oh, I did have to break the news to him though. I was like, you do realise that the Maximus and Hank McLean, I can't remember his name, Lucy McLean's dad was at Horror Nights this week. I was like, you need to get your ass back there. Because he's just now at Disney. Doing all the resorts and stuff. He did pop in. He did very briefly pop in. Which I thought was really sweet. And he's been to a Walmart as well. I never had it, but for some reason my British friends like it. What, Pepsi Max? We generally over here, if you go out to the pub or something, they generally have Coke, but then some places, like Witherspoons, they only do Pepsi. I can't say, I mean, there is quite a difference of the taste, but like, well, like Dr. Pepper tastes different to all three, to all two of them. If you know what I mean, for Pepsi Max and Coke. Oh, I missed an extra bit there. Oh, her collar doesn't go... Okay, I've got to do her collar as well. God. So you put it down and then you're like, I have missed a bit. Oh, I've got to do her collar somehow. Also, what brush is this? This is actually a Citadel brush. I'm trying to just see. I know you can't see, but I'm just trying to like work in the detail. Which requires me just to do this off camera because it's really fiddly. Because it's really small. To get the detail just right on the collar. We're talking like absolutely minuscule like brush strokes. This is really difficult to do without getting it all over the place. Okay, that's this. Yep, okay, we're doing. She looks like she's more like a Power Ranger at the moment because of the blue and the white. But this is what she looks like for now. A little bit more. Okay, so see what makes you this more like Power Ranger? It looks really bad like this at the moment. She'll look better once I can start putting detail and the yellow on and then weathering it and... Well, so far it's been like, I don't know if you count an hour and... just almost 2 hours, an hour and a half maybe? Of painting her. So now I've got all of her armour to do as well and the yellow bit. Let's see a bit of it. Her boots are generally a lot darker than her armour, I believe. You know when you're just like, I know, but I also want to get the colour just right? We want to go for... outfit. So he's just going to show me like what you can buy. Not really from the series. I think they are kind of like a darker boot, aren't they? Or it's just generally brown. See, they've got it a bit more darker. It's going to be really hard to try and find. I'm sure they're like. To be fair, as long as I do it like a brown boot. It is quite browny, so we're going to go with that. I don't really need the bag up anymore, do I? Hank. Oh, her dad is called Hank. Suddenly just thought I didn't get that right. Do I want to do the dark brown? Probably not quite that brown. The red can go away. Trying to buy what other brown? I have got that brown. Kind of used a bit of a combination. If we put that one up there for now. Back again. What you printing? What you making? Or is this the Feathers McGaw? Oh, well this isn't a very nice brown, is it? It's not quite the brown that we're looking for. That's much better for doing stippling on that, so we are going to switch it and do this one. I'm just conscious I don't want that to fall down. Don't like that brown. I mean, to be fair, these are the acrylics that I bought to do weathering with, so they are like sienna. Hey, feathers! I'm going to let that to dry. What you buying? What you selling? My sister used a tax assessment while my sister was in the shower. Oh dear. She said she'll blame me, then I'll end up doing it. Oh dear. Yeah, gonna get those paint touches done on the chin. Oh, that's exciting. On plus, the best. I didn't mean the best. It's not coming out quite as dark as I actually want the boots, so I might. I've got a really dark brown. I don't have brown. Or I have a burnt sienna open already. Running around in green dress killing supermutants is my cosmic high. What a time to be alive! I love that. I love that. Well, at least you're in a green dress killing super mutants, so it's kind of like you are matching, right? You are proper like matching. Well, that's burnt umber and this is raw umber. Some people will be like, oh, you're not using seagull. No, I'm not. See? Oh, there we go. Managed to actually get it open. It's very important in the wasteland. You're looking stunning. Unsure at the same time. You've got to show these super mutants how it's done. Trying to match. Oh, this is such a better brown. Match their wasteland vibes. You know, they're walking around with like not traffic cones. I can't think what they make it of. Like a wheelbarrow and stuff. So, what a time to be alive. Oh, this is definitely a much better brown for her boots. Well, at least they've actually kept it that she's got both boots. They could have been like, she's gonna not have any, but that was supposed to be fair. She's got her backpack, hasn't she? And not just been attacked by the attacker. Thing is, I kind of want them dark because then when I'm coming to do the, might actually wash them in black as well. So when I come to put like the dirty wasteland, the mud. It will actually stand out and not just be brown against brown. I think I'm going to leave and do that armour off camera because that's going to require me doing a lot of this. This is definitely a much better looking brown. So I'm not so worried about painting the base because that's going to be mud. To be fair for her, I have got like, oh, there's a bit of resin there. A textured sand colour base. So I mean, I could match it to be a bit more like that, because she's going up some steps. So I could give it a more of a textured base, or try and just match it so they've all got the same kind of muddy wasteland. If I can get that sort of like texture. So yeah, some of the details are going to be a lot smaller, which aren't really going to come up on camera. So like trying to get like the boot done. So like to do her gun, I will paint it lightly in black, and then I will just dry brush, which I'll do now. Keep her boots to dry. I said all her like her armour and her other bits I'll do separately, and the Pip-Boy, because they're going to be really fiddly. So like I did for Maximus, I literally just put on a little bit of black, because it is quite a I suppose it is more of a silver gun that she actually has, more than what like Maximus is. Okay. You see, it's more of a silver, but I kind of feel like I still want to put like that slight black undertone on, so then when I come to dry brush, it's not going to be like fresh, if that makes sense. So just need like a little bit, and then just washing it over. Though to be fair, this is a, I would say, a typical like Fallout pistol gun that she's got, and not the her gun, like a typical Fallout gun. So it does look a bit strange that I am painting it black, but that also then adds, when you come on top, to dry brush. So it's not going to be like too dramatic. Ooh, she says. You know what, I was then thinking, I was like, Soundstripe hasn't just done something stupid recently. Okay, just so it's not like shouting in my ear. I'll try and, oh, that's quite black. Do as much details on stream as I can. So it's like a really kind of more like, I've gone for a bit more of a grey look than a complete black. But I said that will change. And then once that's dry, and then dry brush on top. So I mean, she is slowly getting there. Even if I just finish like the bag. Just want to get that yellow just right. Oh, let's drop the fucking bottle. Lost Loafer, hi, welcome in. How's it going? Not bad, thank you. How are you doing? Hope you've had a good weekend. Welcome in. We are painting Fallout series. So she's kind of going to look a bit rough for the time being. And then I need to get like a really like thin brush to see if I can do it. That's worked. Just about. Probably going to focus on that. I could just see a little bit there. That needs to just be covered up because it's blue. And then it's easier then to put the blue cover up. I'm just going to switch brush, find my silver, that's the layer, there you go. I don't have a lot of silver left. I don't want to be too much, and then I'm literally just gonna dry brush over the whole gun, even the handle, because then it does have an old silver gun with it, but this is more like an actual pistol from the series game, not the series I mean. So you'll have like that slight black undertone, sort of when they're like shading. And then once it's dry, could then pop on some nylon oil, because that's always a great one to do. And then, once that's dry, so I've got two big, that's not the one, nylon oils. There's that black, so that can go back up there. Can't find it, there we go. And I'm just going to wash it over the entire bag. Just like a little bit, I don't want to put too much on because of the detail. But it should make out all the, like the blanket texture, like stand out. Like her hand as well. And then if I put some again, like on her gun as well, it just makes it pop that little bit more. And then I can also cut some onto her suit as well. I know I've still got to do like the yellow bits and all of the armour, but so that will be really fiddly to do, so I'm kind of a bit more like, I'll probably do that off stream because then otherwise you're not really going to see much. But she's coming together. I'm finding them, they are like really fun. Like I really enjoyed like painting Maximus. To be fair, he was quite sort of like easy to do, to say the least, but not like too challenging because he's literally just in power armor. So I'm just trying to like tidy up around. And then I've got to do like her full details, but this is going into like the ridges, and I've got to do her numbers on the back as well. You know, it's just, I know. Oh, you're just playing on Grey Knights. Nice, nice. How many points have you got? I'm having a little bit of break from painting some Warhammer. So I do miniature painting for like Warhammer. I do that on Tuesdays. So I've almost finished my Necron army, but I sort of like little, like for example, little tiddly details. So I've got like my scarabs, but I need to finish them as in put the green, the white and the green, and then base them. I think I've got one done. 32,000, nice. I think I've got, I can't remember, I've got 2.5 for Necrons, I think. Now I'm not trying to find one that I've got the crackle base on. There it is, it's underneath. There's one that's completely done. If we're not going to completely focus on it. Build and sell for armies online. Do you? Is that what you do? Nice. So do you paint them as well? like, and sell them. Nice. And so I've just got like fiddly little bit stuff to do then. I suppose I've got to paint strip some other Necrons as well, because I bought them second hand. I've also got Daughters of Khaine, which I will probably continue painting the Shadow Queen as of on Tuesday. She's beside me. I've noticed a bit of her has broken off, so I need to glue her back together. So I've got Daughters of Khaine, which is the army I started off on, and I've also got Krieg. But I've partially built one model and realised that I need to sort of like paint and build them separately, and I haven't got any further with that. I don't even have 2,000 points with that. There's Krieg, because you just know they're a money pit. Oh, cool! Paint in the Vincent van Gogh style. Sounds a bit like me, a bit like slap happy. Oh, nice though. So do you like painting sort of style? Like, do you do like sort of like box colour? I've definitely kept my Necrons like the Necron green, but I really like the Necron green, so. Would you go for like different kind of colours just to be a bit different? Oh, I just need to move the glasses. I quite notice that when I see my make artsy snobs using my painting something. Wow, that's incredible. And they're just like, oh, hey, this is fantastic, and you're like, I know. I'm going to do her hair, but I'm going to do her hair last because I'm going to be turning her around. I have got a proper model hold. That is amazing though. What to say, good for you though. That is a skill. I've only really, I didn't paint much of my daughters. Did it for, what is it, like 2 years? I've only sort of started painting them last year, but then it was only like April where I then started to actually do painting streams and doing more painting, or actually getting into painting, so I am still like really new. To the painting game really, so I haven't painted like much before. Oh, thank you so much for the follow as well. So I do some like Tabletop Tuesday streams where I'll be painting, I said, my Shadow Queen, which I'll show in a second. Eventually, at some point, will be eventually, we're talking probably in a couple of months, probably more than that. I'd like to do actual Warhammer ones as well. I actually don't have any Super Mutant models. I have got, I have the Fallout Factions Nuka World board game, so that comes with, I can't think who's in that at the moment. Models. I've got the Scorched Beast Queen that I was given to by Mephidius, and I've got the Fallout series models. And I've got a few more lying around as well. Can't think which one it is. What else have we got given? Sorry, my music can do this. Is he Super Mutant? No. It shouts at me. He's down here. Much as I hit my head. Oh wait, no, that's Bottle and Cappy. I've also got... I bought this one. Aggressive looking Bottle and Cappy. Where's the other one gone? I'm sure he's under here. He is under here. I can't think. Is he in? No, he's not. I was like, I can remember his sort of army fired. I've also got this one. So they're still in the packet. King of the Park. So this was also given by Mephidius. Sort of like gifted. So I am a Fallout content creator, cosplayer. Oh, I can show you. I need to have it so different. I'm going to go through and see, change this slightly so when people come in. So this is all of me. This is what I do. I'm a Fallout cosplayer. I've got two different vault suits and a smart vault suit, a Nuka Gal, Nuka Tron, and I've done a Nuka Cola power armor this year. This is all me. I didn't make that helmet. I bought that one. And I'm Mephidius. I was asked to the Fallout factions, if you know, like the Wasteland Warfare, the Fallout factions. I was asked to their launch event last year, and this is me at that event. And at the Tabletop Tactics. It's called TNN. The Honest Wargamer, he was there. He hosted. This is all of my cosplays. And then this year at UKGE, which is the UK's biggest gaming convention, Mephidius asked me to come back to, asked me to be on their stand in cosplay. So I went in my power armor. So I got gifted the Scorched Beast Queen model, which is huge. She's downstairs on the mantelpiece, which wasn't out at the time. So they gifted me that. And I bought these models, and I also bought some Fallout scenery. And I bought that one, and then also gifted this one. So it's kind of like why I'm doing a lot of like the Fallout faction. I've got the Fallout factions Nuka Wild game miniatures. Vegas is my favourite before it did power armor justice. I am not a Vegas fan. I haven't played a lot of it, I must admit, but I've only been playing it, not recently, but played it because people are like obsessed with it. I think if they remaster it, then I would enjoy it more, if you know what I mean, because it is an old style game, which I appreciate, you know, I appreciate that. But 4 is my favourite. That's kind of where I kind of dabbled a little bit on 1 and 2. I say a little bit. And then 4 is where I based all my cosplays off because it has quite a meaning to me. But I have been trying to stream Vegas, but OBS and New Vegas don't talk to each other. So it won't communicate. I think it's because it's sort of OBS. It used to load up automatically and now it doesn't, so I don't quite understand. That's so cool. Thank you. Hi, welcome in, you're on the first. How you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. And then my other claim to fame is, so I've done a couple of things with Mephidius. So Mephidius have also said to me if I want to be on their stand again and whatever convention that they next go to or expo, like I am in contact with the events manager and a couple of their staff members. So I've seen that I shared my picture tonight on my socials. I can put my links in if you feel like everybody is wanting to watch and to look. Mephidius, they share my posts. There we go. I've done a couple of them, so I can do any other ones that I want to in the future. Like literally just stand in cosplay, which is pretty cool. But my other claim to fame with my cosplay is I got asked by Bethesda last year to attend their Amazon premiere for a Fallout series in London, all expenses paid for. Pretty damn cool. And I've also been down to a Fallout London meetup. I am not in Fallout London, but I know the project lead, and I have his number, in fact, the project lead, and one of the 2D artists as well, numbers. And I've met them a couple of times now. Or the project lead a couple of times. That's my claim to fame with Fallout. So I'm really enjoying doing these Fallout miniatures. Simply because it's like, Fallout means quite a lot to me. Like I said, I want to stream New Vegas, but computer literally says no at the moment, so unfortunately I'll have to try and play it off stream, which is very difficult fitting it in. The problem is I've met and hang out crazy. That is true. That is true. Incredible, right? Same. Like when we first met each other, it's like, oh my god, I've been talking to you online for how many years? And you're my mod. And I get to meet you in person. Been lurking a bit, by the way. Oh, thank you, my love. Running around the sentence of my stream. How exciting. That was exciting. I did wonder, like, yesterday, I was like, I wonder if he knows these people in the group. On that group. I appreciate it. I was watching Finch, who was in here just a moment ago. And he's now watching me whilst he's playing 76. So I was like, this is quite fitting. And exactly, and you're running around on 76. This is amazing. This is amazing. I should really shout you guys out. I'm really slow with this kind of thing. And I don't mind if you go like, hey, you do this. Where are you? Careful Pants, thank you so much for the follow. I love that name. Right. These are, I've no random Arizona dude. He's one of the very first people I met a couple of years. I started doing my Fallout my cosplays during lockdown, and so he's one of the very first people that I know that I've met. Oh, look at that! If you love Fallout and Finch as well, I've met Finch kind of recently this year, literally like day one. So you need to go and follow both of them, honestly. They are like variety streamers. And they both, fun enough, love Last Played 76. But careful Pants. I love it. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome in, welcome in. I'd like to know if people are doing any miniatures at the moment. I like showing off my Maximus because I'm really proud of how he came out. There we go. This is my Maximus and how he come out. So welcome in everyone. As I said, I am a Fallout cosplayer, content creator. Last year was just like one thing after another, so like I had to sort of keep the Fallout Faction launch event fairly kind of secret. It was like you had the Honest Wargamer, he was there and he was hosting it, and you had his Mrs. Oh, what was her name? I've got Lucy in her head, but it's not Lucy because Lucy's Liam Dempsey. Oh my god, what's her name? I can see a picture. Anyway, we're Honest Wargamers. Oh, Spragging, but that's not right. That's it, Louise! There we go, she was there as well. And she came up behind me. Thank you. I was like, I can see her profile picture, and she was like, oh my god, I love your outfit, because I went in my Vault suit. I was the only one who went in cosplay. Bro Cobbies, that's her. That's the one. And yeah, she came up behind me and was like, oh, absolutely for your cosplay. I was like, oh my god, I love your work, because she is an amazing artist. Her painting's amazing. And then during the whole event, she was just like taking pictures of me. And then at the end, I had to go and ask, I was like, do you mind if I have a picture? And so I have a picture of her and Honest Wargamer, which is really sweet. And then I saw her again at the Mephidius stand. She came to the Mephidius stand at UKGE, and I was waddling past. I was getting into place in my power armor, and I was like, oh, I know who she is. Turned, and she was like, oh my god, it's like she recognized who I was. I was like, oh my god. Amazing. So this last year with my Fallout cosplays, I started in lockdown just because, you know, what else do you do in lockdown? You know, make a Vault suit and all that, and just started on Instagram, and then posting on TikTok videos. I did start streaming on TikTok when I first started, but my god, chat is very hard to keep up with. And then I went for it. I had my Twitch anniversary, didn't I, recently? I didn't know about it, and I can't remember how many years it was. Did it even tell me how many years it was? I don't actually remember. So that's kind of like my story. It was just like last year it was one thing after another. Like I got invited down to London to go to the Fallout London meetup. pretty cool. You're surrounded by all these voice actors, and then from that I got asked to go to the Fallout Factions launch event with Mephidius. And there was a guy there who was part of the team, and now he works for Wayland Games, and he was at UKG, and I got to see him. And then literally coming out from that a couple of days later, I got messaged by Bethesda. You know when you get messaged by Bethesda, like someone, and you're like, this is not legit. But it was, because I was like, I know this person follows me, because I have Bethesda follow me, and a couple of like the Bethesda team members, and I was like, oh my god. And I was at the premiere. I did make eye contact with Todd, but the thing is, because it was an Amazon event, like Bethesda team, they couldn't even get near Todd. You couldn't really just go up to him and be like, hey, Todd, because you just couldn't. So, but he did sit 4 rows ahead of me, so he had him, and then there was like 2 rows of the Bethesda team, and then there was me. So there was like me and about 10 other streamers or something, which is absolutely incredible. So it's kind of like, if you love Fallout, you're in the right place. And then I've won competitions in my cosplay for Fallout cosplays. This year I would say it was 3rd, but I can't actually remember. 3rd or 2nd in London finals. In my power armor, which I'm so happy about, because coming 3rd, when they judge you on your performance, as you can probably imagine, I can't actually move in power armor. So I was quite happy about that. So at the moment I'm not making any new cosplays. I just generally haven't got the time. But yes, there are other Fallout ones that I want to do. I've also done a really kind of like quick easy one, because I had another con to go to, so I made a quick and easy cosplay, and that was I'm calling it Miss Nuka World. So I've got Nuka Girl, but I wanted to have like a really easy sort of, I mean, my Nuka Girl is pretty easy and cool, but I bought like a red dress. It's the first time, apart from I have a Hobbit cosplay. Reason behind that is because I had a 30th birthday party to go to. I gave the birthday boy the idea because he wanted to do fancy dress, and I was like, Lord of the Rings. So that is why I have a Hobbit cosplay, because I gave him the idea. But this one, I literally just bought a dress, had some heels, and I bought a biscuit tin, which was a biscuit tin. It's a radio. And then had like a little red bandana in my hair. Well, I didn't have time to play about with trying to get curls, you know. Vintage. I have way too many Space Marines to assemble them paint. Oh my goodness. And that's the thing, if you can't just do like a quick sort of paint job on them. That is the kind of like the most depressing thing, isn't it? It's a bit like all of my say my Necrons, but they're really easy to paint because there's not really any details, is there? Or like my Daughters of Cain, all the fucking like, I call them my stabbies or my bow snakes. They get a little bit tiresome with all the details you have to do on them. That's why I kind of didn't go back to painting them. This is why, like, they might be my first army. I mean, I've technically got 3 now, but why I've only now started to go back to painting them. Plague Marines. Oh my goodness. I'm sure I could also figure out a paint scheme. That's the thing. Just trying to figure out a paint scheme can be quite tricky. can't it, as well? Or you have an idea in your head. I think my music's actually finished again. And it doesn't quite execute as well, does it? At least with like my Necron Warriors, it's literally I went for Black Undercoat, Rune Lord Brass, and then I had none on oil. I went for a Grime shade, and then I put on, oh, what's that shade card again with R? Like you generally put on like a Space Marine. Dramatic Pop. Okay. Yeah, rigs are mostly smooth, yeah. So that's quite easy, right? That's quite easy to paint. I'm trying to find a paint to test stuff. That's a good idea. And then sort of like, you could always just have like, try and paint one. And that's always the worst thing, isn't it? You kind of got to keep going. You've almost got to like just finish the one model and determine if you like it, but then remember how you painted it. Especially if you've got so many to do. Because like, even if it's like, for those who aren't sure, Space Marine, I've painted this actually at Warhammer World. I need to finish him, because I really couldn't be bothered to sit there and paint anymore. It's already been that hours, but I was like, I'm going to be really finicky with trying to get the lines right, the colour. So he's going to have 111 on the back. He's a Fallout Space Marine. I have actually been tasked by someone else who actually works in the shop to try and paint or convert one into actual power armor, but as the fact is, the Space Marine kind of looks like a power armor. I have been told I was a Space Marine twice in my Fallout power armor cosplay. Somebody came up behind me and was like, "For the Emperor!" I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Yeah." I thought it was quite sweet, really. To be fair, that was at the London Final, which is sort of the anime and gaming con. And then I was also called a Space Marine at UKGE, and I was a bit like... But yeah, power armor is power armor, isn't it? I mean, it is literally the same thing. So I will happily... I'm not saying that's like, oh my god, get your facts right. I was a bit like, I have been called a Space Marine at UKGE. I will happily take that somebody thinks I look like a Space Marine. Apart from my Nuka-Cola, so it's red. But it doesn't matter. I will happily take that I look like a Space Marine. So I do need to redo him. I must admit. Space Marine, I was just more clean. That's true. That is true. It's not as so if you use the word clanky, there you go, you can compare. Right, I have one of each. See, Space Marine and Power Armor. As you can see, as you said, it's more, you know, the Power Armor is more like, I would say, almost like pieces, but a lot more clanky going. Yeah? There's a lot more to it than this. It's like panels. Sort of panels almost covering up what that is almost like what I can imagine Maximus's power armor is what, or Fallout power armor is like what Space Marine power armor is like underneath. I couldn't give a good comparison, right? I thought I dressed as Austin Paris all one Halloween. I was identified as Prince, really? Oh, fantastic. So you're like, I've got multiple cosplays. I was a Voltex sign and someone in the queue with me said, Ratchet and Clank, like, I don't know what to do with that. Ratchet and Clank. I've never played Ratchet and Clank. Is it like a character in that? I quite like that having there as a comparison. I mean, they are quite like, they are both like exoskeletons, aren't they? But I just always imagine a Space Marine is bigger. To be fair, their power armor is pretty big, but I don't know, imagine Space Marine is a bit more loyal to the Emperor. I think maybe one was. Oh, I love that. You know, there's like so many will go around like on TikTok and go, "You're at con. What is your cosplay and who have you been mistaken for?" It's not so bad if you don't mind being called that. So like, I don't mind. I think you were there with me, weren't you, when somebody came up behind me and was like, "For the Emperor." I was like, "Oh, but I'll take it. Take it." To be fair, if they came up behind me, they didn't see Nuka-Cola written on the front, so. I was like, yes. I was just excited the fact that it's a fellow Warhammer enthusiast. And to be honest, at the UKGE, I wasn't actually fully wearing it, so I had 2 squires. I had the body on and the arms. My squires were carrying the rest, as in the helmet and the legs, because I made it so the arms and the legs are one piece, for the purpose that they don't fall down. So I just had the torso on. First to respond politely since it's a fun event, you know. Exactly. I can imagine someone would turn around and be like, "Oh, duh," you know. I'm like, I love it. Also, that's no hate to these people who've come up to me and gone, "Space Marine!" I'm like, I'll take that. I like Warhammer. I'll take that. I mean, they do look very similar, so. Especially, I suppose you could say, especially my power armor, because mine isn't as clanky as that. Mine is literally built like a Space Marine. It's got smooth legs and smooth arms. So my power armor, I could literally paint it. It's even got the round shoulder pads. So my power armor is built like the Nuka-Cola power armor, T51. So it does look. It is. I could literally pretty paint it black, and I could be Space Marine. I can't think what they're called. Like that other guy who dresses up. Raven something. I always forget what it's called. So I could see why they would think it's a Space Marine, because mine is literally like a Space Marine. It's not like Maximus's one, so I haven't got all the clanky pieces. It's very smooth legged, literally like that. So, you know, and then like say with cosplay, you can make it and paint it however you like. Or I could paint it green and be a salamander, or, you know, typical Space Marine colour, blue. Oh, that's better. So they get the idea to cosplay a ghoul. I would love to do a ghoul. But I think I've seen some people who literally just put their makeup on. I'm like, oh my god, that must take you like all day. Amazing. I'd love to have like the proper like face cover. How people react to getting called smooth skin. Love it. I love the idea of doing a ghoul. You could then just be like, if you don't like someone, you could just run at them. Or I'd love to be like a Scorched. But I'm not quite sure how to do that. You're either gonna have to, you probably have to wear like, get like a bodysuit. I can't think what it's called, a morph suit. Which is literally how I made my first Vault suit, because I didn't ever imagine I would be going to the Amazon premiere, right? So I started off with making my Vault suit out of a morph suit. So you could get something like that, but then you'd have to make it sort of like that burnt charred skin, and then I'd love it to have the green, you know, like the green crystals. but make them glow. But then you'll still need like a headpiece, wouldn't you? To like, you know, like what Walter Goggins wears, like the ghoul in Fallout. It is cool though. I've seen a couple of people do it. It's incredible. There is Mr. Ghoulface. He's literally called Mr. Ghoulface on Instagram, and he is a ghoul. I mean, kind of the name gives it away, and they're crazy. But you know what I mean. He's actually cosplays a ghoul. This was before like the series came out, so he's like a ghoul before people are now cosplaying a ghoul, which is absolutely no problem with that. It's fantastic because now people are like coming back into Fallout, you know, because of the series. Or you see quite a fair few Lucys and stuff, which is pretty cool. I saw that they just had, what's it, DragCon? Is it DragCon in America? And you see all like the Fallout meetup photos. Oh, like, that's so cool. You just see a sea of like vault suits and they look so amazing. And then for my second one I made a new vault suit, and I literally made it out of material, but the material shit. I was thinking that how can I keep that PC? I bought a test piece of material and I was like, yeah, this will do, and as making it was catching, didn't think much of it, and then I had it hanging up and I was not even like wearing it. This was like literally a couple of days before I had my finals, because I taken it to the finals. So I've been in the finals twice in London, and yeah, it was just falling apart. And I spoke to somebody, you know, who works with like textiles and stuff, and they're like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this. Is like, I did that. So I was literally I bought a shit ton of that like backing stuff. So it's not like, it's kind of like, oh, I suppose it's like Bondaweb. I had to go along all of the seams, but it is to the point where it's like I've done the panels. So like if you see like Lucy's vault suit, you've got the panels down the arms, down the chest. I decided not to do the panels on the legs, which is good, because good job I didn't. And they're all literally ripped, like the panels, because I did them as separate pieces and then sewed them into place, but they're all ripped. And I'm thinking there's only one way I can save this, is then I weather it. So I would like, because my other one, my morph suit one, I made it and then I've lost a lot of weight, so I had to take it in. But you know when it's like, it's not the same. So I wanted to make a new one just for like, just for my own personal reasons. And then it just, the material was not great. And it was meant to be the two-way, was it two-way or four-way stretch? Like properly done as well, so it's not like stretching the wrong way round. I made sure it was all the correct this, that and the other. So I might actually make a new one, because I have got the pattern of like a cat suit which I used, which also I was quite annoyed about. I had to adapt that because that wasn't really right, so it's all kind of failed. But I mean I made it to the finals in it. Well, I did it for the finals, which is pretty cool. There was a lot more detail than the first one. But that's the life of a cosplayer, you know, you kind of just gotta wing it and just hope for the best, and if it doesn't work out then you learn, and you know, you learn for next time. So like I really want to do, we keep discussing on here, like Shally the Moo from 76. I'm obsessed. I have the outfit, I run around in the outfit, I absolutely love it. So now I know I made a vault suit. I know I can make it, because I adapted a morph suit and I made this other one literally out of a piece of material. So I know I can make a Shally the Moo onesie out of a piece of material. So that's the one that I really want to do because I am obsessed. So I wouldn't do a Brahmin, I'm doing a Shally. So if you don't know who Shally the Moo is, Shally the Moo is a double-headed cow, which is called a Brahmin. He's part of a super mutant Gram, like caravan, so go around selling stuff. But in 76, you can get a Shally the Moo character outfit, which is basically a onesie with hoof shoes. You have your hands, you have udders, and it has a double-headed and a tail. So that is what I really want to do next. But I also want to do another Fallout sort of thing, which I'll kind of keep a secret about. Where's my silver? It's not a big thing. I often get requested I should do a raider. I'm looking for the colour that's in here. We're gonna eat our meat humans. I've also wanted to I was actually thinking about doing a super mutant. I know I'm not big enough, so I'd have to make it, I'd have to make it like, you know, like a fairy almost. You'd have to make it larger. I'd love to do as other characters, like a silly little character as well. We're not gonna eat that meat, Shally. Can't eat the poor Shally. No, Brahmin burgers are nice, right? Cool, so she's coming along. But if you say, I do a Fallout Friday stream as well, so you'll know that I am. If you've ever in there, you'll know I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with Shally. I don't know why. And I have a Shally backpack as well. Because just being a double-headed cow in the wasteland is not enough. I've got to wear myself as a backpack as well. And then in my camp I've got this Shally sofa. Found out I don't have the Shally rug yet. But so this is not a very high level. Well, actually I was really excited. I'm level 111. 111, but you know, Fallout, we read it as 111. So I'm like, I don't want to level up, but I obviously will. Just adding that little detail. Hope they let humans become a playable race. Yes, I hope that. I wonder if they will, because if they've done a ghoul, that would be cool if they do Super Mutant next. I doubt they'll do a mole miner, but then that would be a completely different kind of play experience as well, wouldn't it? If they did a mole miner, that might be quite fun. But I would definitely rather have a Super Mutant, because then they could easily play it as well, like the whole radiation thing. And be like, your perks work better with like heavy. You might not really be able to sneak. You know, there's things that they could do with it. Just run around in here. This is why it'd be perfect, right? This would be absolutely brilliant. Then you could already instantly have things like lead belly. You know, where you can actually just eat and drink and not be affected. Well, I suppose that would be more like a ghoul, really. But you could be literally run as like, yeah. So you could have like heavy weaponage. Oh my god, you could then... and then you could have your own, like, Brahmin farm. You could literally have your own chalet. You put down the Brahmin bath, and then you could have your own Brahmin farm. You could literally have your own chalet. How cool is that? Seems like they're large. I mean, yeah, this would work. And then you could just be like, well, like, you don't have great perks for something small. See, we have it down. We know. Or you could even have it the fact that super mutants recognise you in the game. But I suppose like ghouls don't recognise you in the game, do they? Or they're a little bit more, you're a bit more like higher sneak attack. So they see you and they suspect you, but they don't run at you immediately because are you one of them or are you not one of them? And then you start attacking them and then they open fire. So she's coming together. She's going to take a lot longer than Maximus. So I'll just be like working on the details. So it's completely different at the moment. So this is what I've got so far. I'm trying to keep my fingers out of it so she can focus. Are we not going to focus? This is what she looks like so far. So I've got to do all the white on her has obviously got the Pip-Boy, her brace and her armour. So she looks a bit tatty at the moment. She's getting there, so you can't really, you can kind of see the detail. I've gone over again with some more nylon oil to really get into sort of creating like the cracks like in her arm, in her fault suit. Not power armor. So she's coming along nicely. She's getting there. And then I've just got, if you haven't seen these, it's going to struggle because it's white on a white background. So you've got dog meat, I will call it dog meat, I know it's CX4A4. Dog meat has got the hand in his mouth, or it's her mouth, I believe. And then you've got the ghoul. So the ghoul hasn't got a hole in his back. I know he's got to have something else there, but I primed him and I forgot to get it out and then only remembered showing up the street. I kept it separate so I can paint and then stick it because I think whatever it is, it's quite fiddly. I think it's his backpack. Exactly, all dogs are dog meat. I mean, technically it's dog meat because the ghoul calls her dog meat. But definitely all dogs are dog meat. Excuse me. But I think I'm going to leave it there with her. So I might do a little bit more, I might finish it. But on whether I might finish her before Tuesday, or if not, I should hopefully be streaming on Tuesday. I may have the plumber coming on Tuesday evening. So I'll let you know. I won't know until the evening, because it's kind of a bit like that. But this was my Shadow Queen. This is what we did 2 weeks ago, because I didn't stream last week because I had COVID. So this is her, what we did. I haven't managed to do any more because then I got on with my arc. So we may switch back to her. Jazz it up a bit. That's what I've done of her, and she's big. Because I've got, it is Marathi, well done. It is like, this is little Marathi. And then this is her as the Shadow Queen form. I kind of wanted to start with her. I've done some other models of... These are my favourite ones. Oh god. This is Medusa from Daughters of Cain. So this is something I painted 2 years ago? Must have been. Or a year ago. And then I have got the avatar somewhere. And then this is a headless. So these are these are the very first models I've ever painted. So they've got that textured base. So I tried to give it like a dry brush gold on top of the scales. A bit more scaly. So even these aren't finished. She does have her head somewhere. And then I've got Sisters of Slaughter. I haven't played Daughters of Cain for over a year. But I think all these are done. But I've got so many of my daughters that I need to finish. So I kind of was like, oh, do I start off really small and fiddly after doing my Necrons? I don't know where my avatar is. He's somewhere. So I've decided to go straight on to the Shadow Queen. Oh, he's under here. He didn't actually come with a base, but I've based him, but he goes on the... So I've still got to do that bit there. The Cauldron, or the Bloodwreck Shrine. So for mine, you have a shrine in Daughters of Cain, which you can have as one or the other, but what I've done is I've kept it, so like, I've got a separate base, but he's come off it. So I haven't stuck him down, so I can then interchange, so I can have, is this good memory? I can't remember. I said it's been over a year. I can have like different characters on it because then they all do different things. So here's another character you can have on it, or off him, or off the shrine, and you can run him as his own separate character, like you can. I know it's a little tiny little model, and she has prayers, and you can interchange them. Or you can have them as individual models, or you can put them on the shrine. So I'm doing it that way. So that's how long it's been. One of my friends did actually message me the other day and was like, do you know the AOS rules? And I was like, I'm sorry mate, I haven't played AOS for over a year. Because I've switched then trying to learn how to play 40k. So I was like, no. Off of my brain would get to give you. So I was like, no, but if you wanted a game, we'll be literally learning it, or I'll be relearning it. Because I don't remember. Am I doing models? So I thought instead of starting off with a little Morathi, I've gone big. Shadow Queen. I thought, why not? You know, why not? I was going to leave her till last, because then I wanted to start off. It's always good to start off small, I was told, and then wait until the bigger models, then because she's quite a piece, isn't she? But I'm like, start off. So I kind of got a good sort of a mix. From Fallout, I've got Daughters of Cain, I've got Necrons, and I'm starting to eventually, once I probably completed all of my Necrons, I'll probably then go back to actually building my Krieg. Straight for the big set piece model. I went straight for it. I was like, I've got everything. I've got the elves on the horses, which I can't think what they're called. I've got to finish, I think I've got like 30 of the bow snakes and what I call the stabby ones. And when you're doing them the same, and I've got more, and I've got all my Canary and Life Takers, which are flying ones, to basically I have a lot of Daughters of Cain to do. But this is why I'm enjoying doing like my painting streams, and I'm glad you guys really enjoy it. So I just thought I'll mix it up and also then throw in the Fallout models I'm painting as well. So it's kind of like, I like how just on the back here, you can't quite see it, I've got a headless bow snake, a space marine, Medusa, Maximus, Morathi, and Fallout. Oh, you can't see that at all. There's quite a mix. It's a bit like the Avengers, yeah? Or what was it called? The Thunderbolts. You can see them a lot better if I lie them down. Like, they don't go together. They much, but we'll throw in some scarabs. I've also got this on my That's a Necron. There you go. It's the Avengers in miniature form. I have actually got my Krieg horse. There you go. What else? My tray is quite covered in bits. Where is he? I've kept him separate because he's going to be a pain to... Oh, it's not going to focus because there's too much going on in the background. A Krieg. I don't have any giant crazy models like that. I have a few. Dreadnoughts! Nice though! Not my biggest model I thought was the Shadow Queen, but now it's Scorched Beast Queen from the Fallout. She's literally like, I'm not even exaggerating, wing to wing, and then she's like this high. I haven't got her here with me, she's currently downstairs. But Dreadnoughts are good though. So my Warhammer knowledge isn't like fantastic, but I do know them. You haven't got the massive flying spacecraft. I can't remember what that's called. I think you need a fair few thousand, don't you, to buy one? Yeah, they've got one in Warhammer World. What's it called? The largest. Like, I was just hoping Google could tell me what it's called, and I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to look. Because they're kind of like Titans, aren't they? Is it going to tell me? Because they like the Dreadnoughts themselves. They are quite like tanky. That sounds like it's right, Thunderhawk. Google is oh, it's not even Google actually. Thunderhawk. It's a gunship. I can't even remember what I know where it is in Warhammer World. Why are you failing to tell me this, Google? This Bing, so what do you expect? Sadly I got a big night, I got to together and paint. Oh, I'd love to have just one Dreadnought, or you know, a big old hefty knight. I know it's 40k model. It's huge. It's somebody holding it, but it's a YouTube video, and I'm like, it's a spacecraft, so it could be that one. But I've heard of the Thunderhawk before. I mean, it's not going to be available on Amazon. You know, now I feel like I'm dedicated to it. What is in it? Oh, maybe it has got knights and dreadnoughts in it. It could be. Should we settle for that? I mean, it's a Thunderhawk's gunship is a giant assault transport. It's probably what it is, but it's just. See, who said AI is great? Come on. It probably is that gunship. Well, it's more like a V kind of shape. It's. I mean, that looks pretty big itself as it is. So that's got to be one of the biggest. 40k. That's got to be one of the biggest. That's got to be in it. They look really easy, you know. When you get like the big, you know, the big knights or whatever, and you just think, oh, they look so easy to paint, and you're like, yeah, but that's a lot of surface to try and paint, right? I think it was flat. Why is this not coming up? Like and it was a fly. I'm sure it's like it was an airship. A fly. I was about to say flying machine. Was it? It's telling me what I think it's giving me what is actually in the lure, because it's saying it stands approximately 150 meters in height. I don't mean in the lure. I mean, if they had that there, I can't even find a picture of it now. Why is this? You think? You know what? Now I'm gonna aside and just go. Yes, it was that. Not that being. I can't remember if actually I know where it is in Warhammer World. I have a picture of it. Maybe it's the Tau Manta. Does it kind of look like a V shape? Which would make sense because now from memory, it was with models that kind of looked a bit like Tau. I feel like I have absolutely failed there. I'm not for a picture of it. I'm determined. It could be that because it looks something very similar to a Tau Manta. 25 inches in length, which is 630 millimeters. Wingspan is 54 inches. It looks something like that. And then you get your Warlord Titan, which is 22 inches in height. I mean, they look easy to put together, but they're really not. Oh, the Tesseract file. Yes. That would be a beauty. That's 9 inches in width. A Stratus super heavy tank, 8 inches. Elder Wolf Knight is 9 inches. That's a beautiful model. Orc Stomper is 11 inches. How is that? Behind. That's 11 inches in height. Oh, I can't remember which faction it is, but I think this must be Tau Manta. It's the biggest Warhammer 40k model. That's all I wanted to know. But that took that long to try and get Google and Bing for some reason to tell me the answer. I would say it's a Tau Manta. If I got a picture. It is impressive. Imagine having one of them. I know it's like a very expensive model. When did I go? Obviously it would be, because it's the largest at 34 inches in width. Damn, what did I not go? Yeah. Yes, that is the Tau Manta. Oh, you're not going to see that because of the ring light. There we go. All that whole back bit is. And then you've got, this is what it looks like. So as you can see, sort of like size comparison compared to like the other models. There's so many bits in the painting bit. It's gonna be crazy. You had a Tau Manta? No way. There you go. There's one of the other biggest ones. Down in the corner here. Size of a dinner plate. Oh, I can't imagine. I haven't got a tape measure here to show. If you ever want any Warhammer printing, do let me know. Oh, thank you. Because it's considerably. Oh, here is one of the other models. Yeah. If I can zoom in, because I've got my light on it, it might. Right, that angle. So there's the size of the Manta. Yeah. Manta. This is one of the other biggest models that you can get. Oh no, it's got like shining my light on it. You can kind of see that there's his foot, and it goes up these brown bits. That's huge. In comparison, you have like normal size models like down here. A Titan, that's the word. I think that was on the list. And we get beautiful Necrons. That's all the pictures I got, because obviously through the glass it's really hard to get pictures of. Because it's as soon as you you have to go through, and then you get the biggest. They have this 2-story or 2 levels models that you have to look for an assassin. So if you have never been to Warhammer World, it's definitely worth a visit. Obviously, if you are able to. The thing is, you've taken pictures of it, and you're like, the assassin's probably right there. But it's incredible. So you can kind of see. Oh, not really see on my phone. I'm trying to get it the light just right. So you start up, you come through from the top bit, and you go down. So you work your way down to the bottom. That is what you call a diorama. Impressive. So I got there. Google kind of failed. It's Tal Manor. I think it's got to be something like that. Oh look, there's the chainsaw. This is what Watts is currently printing for King / me. The chainsword. Watts has also 3D printed me a bolt pistol as well. So if you need any 3D printing, he is your man. He is my man, my printing guy. The Titans are big boys. That's the thing. I'd love to have like a really big model. Like I love doing the Scorchbeast Queen, but she was quite easy to do. It was literally spray paint it black and then dry brush colour on. The most tedious bit was trying to do on her wings, because she's got like green veins. That kind of was the most tedious bit, because you have to put, like how you would do a Necron, so you have to put white and then put the green on top. Looks like a river, but oh no, Titan expert. Yeah, Titans are the big boy. Titans are the big ones, aren't they? It's Warlord Titan. It's the second on the list at 22 inches in height, which is what I think that one was. Or a Titan. Huge. This Titan isn't just a model, it's a monument. Oh, hopefully one day. It is worth a go. Obviously, whether if you're not in England, obviously that's a bit more tricky. Even like say even England, it's not quite in Nottingham, but it's definitely worth a go. It's great. It's only like £8 or something to go in, and you can go around as many times as you like in the exhibition. Yep. Mind blank there. So you don't just go around once and that's it, and then say at the end, so they'll have like the most teeniest tiny, I don't know what they're called though, the teeniest tiniest little models, which are like, you would need a magnet, you'd need these on the highest lens to paint, literally. I wouldn't want to paint them. So you go through and they've got lots of like dioramas, they've got models laid out like armies, and then you go through to that other bit, which then you could try and find the assassin. So they always have 4 assassins, but you don't know which one it is, and if you find said assassin in this, on that 2 level massive diorama they have, but I was just reading your message there. But if you find it, you get to keep it. But it can be weeks and months until it is found. So when I went, when was that, June, they said it hadn't been found. I think it had been found, but it's been there for like, it's been placed for about a week or so. But they said, bearing in mind it was then like the school holidays, I think it was, or something. No one had found it, and the amount of people who had been coming through. And you can also go, they have got their shop there obviously, and they don't just do Warhammer, they do Lord of the Rings models as well, some other things as well. You can have little mini games, you can paint. It's always worth going to a Warhammer shop because they will give you a model. This was Snap Fit, so this was my first Snap Fit model I've done. and you can paint. So if you hit every single Warhammer shop and going, I would like to paint a Space Marine or a Custode. That's it. What he has, a Custode. Why did I suddenly just remember that? He has Custode army. They're horrible to play against. They're Custodes. You can slowly build up a unit, right? They have Bugman's Bar as well, which is really a nice bar. That was closed when I went last because they're refurbishing it. But they also have places you can actually. I presume you have to hire a table and you actually play there as well. But you have to book in advance. You can't turn up. And also they have events on, so you need to look at their calendar as well. It's more of a skull face. One of which is a warlord, I think. The big tall I think it was as well. I look because it's kind of painted the same kind of colour scheme, wasn't it? To clip your stream and check back what you said. So you're pretty sad. No worries at all, but it was just the bolt pistol. That's alright. You can check out Legion Immorals. This is a smaller scale 40k, which has all the titans and calls it Legion Immorales. just had to take a moment there to read that again. Oh, it literally came up then. Until I'm typing. Army building. There's a new tabletop game set in the Warhammer Horus Heresy universe. It features massive armies made up of tiny tanks. I love that. Wow, community. There we go. This will tell you exactly. Oh, I can't be bothered to look through that. I just love like the models. Like, I struggle to retain information. Hence why I was like, what the hell? What army was it? Should I just give something like that? You know when you just like you don't want to like come out and say it because it would be like completely wrong, and then you know you're just gonna get, you know. Oh, I'll have a look at that. I'll leave that tab open and have a look. There's so many. If only you could have all the money in the world and then you can just buy all the models, right? I'll leave that there. Just close that down. Keep that one open. But it's worth it. I've been twice to Warhammer World and it is... You can easily spend a day there. As I said, you can go around as many times as you like. And then as you go in, they have a big statue. So I went in, the first time I went last year, year before, they had a Nurgle. And then this year they had, oh god, what's he called? I've gone blank. Space Marine. A really important Space Marine. What's his name? I can't remember his name. See, I struggle to retain information, so I'm like, oh. Space Marine. I know it when I see it. But anyway, but they've got one outside as well, which is really cool, and the tank, which is nice. Great for photos. More like life-size tank outside, which is pretty cool. That looks quite an interesting mix, doesn't it, of like models. The headless snake as well. I don't think I've got any other bits. Well, I've got a bit of a Necron, which I don't know where that's come from, but that looks kind of a bit Necron-y. But I don't know. Oh, I have got my Witcher. She can just fit in there. She's armless as well. Put that way around. Oh, where are we? We go here and here. Right, well I'm going to end there. That was quite... We got there. See, educational. Educational, we found out the name. I will put my links here. So feel free, said I am a Fallout cosplayer. Come and check me out. I do videos, but I also post my Warhammer stuff as well. If you want to join my Discord, there is my Discord link. So usually I stream on YouTube and Twitch, but the last few times I've just been streaming on Twitch just to, I don't know, eventually have time to try and sort out why YouTube is lagging. But it helps, I think, because it's just pushing it out to 2. It goes to restream and then pushes back out, so it's a bit too much. But I will be back, hopefully, on Tuesday for Tabletop Tuesday, but that depends. We will be back painting whatever happens. I have to contact my plumber tomorrow to remind him to come and see me. So he said to me he might come out Tuesday or Wednesday. Which is great. He'll have to come out quite late on Wednesday because I finished work late. Tabletop Monday to Friday. This is what it's now going to become, right? It could be any day next week, right? Monday to Friday, every day, just tabletop. That would be so fun. So I have to text him tomorrow, and then I'll decide. But then he's kind of like, he'll say he'll come Tuesday, and then he'll finish work late and not be able to get to me. So I don't know when. Maybe I just stream tomorrow night instead, so I'd have to leave Tuesday and Wednesday out of it. Maybe I might do that. But if you keep on my Discord and things, so that's a bit of a confusing day. So maybe I'll just switch it and actually just stream tomorrow night as well, and then I don't have to worry about Tuesday. And then you can guarantee he won't come. He'll come like Wednesday. But I have a leaky boiler, so it's kind of like he needs to come. I discovered I had a leaky boiler last week, but I had COVID, so he didn't fancy coming around my house when he's been away this weekend, so that is the only problem. So I kind of need to get him because it's actually noticeably got worse. So I've had to take everything out and start to wash it, which is really fun. And the sheet had gone mouldy, which now I bought a new one today to replace it. Story of my life. So maybe I will stream tomorrow night if he's gonna come on Tuesday. Who knows? But thank you everyone for coming in. Always great sort of like chatting, and I love hearing all your projects. But if you are doing any projects or miniatures, it doesn't have to be Warhammer, feel free. On my Discord channel I have got a Mighty Miniatures or something like tab, so you feel free to post in there, or if you need painting questions. I have got a tabletop section as well. That's what started off for like Warhammer, but then it kind of got taken over for other things. So yeah, feel free to post in there and show us what you're working on, basically. Oh, thank you. So as you can see, like, even if you're really just starting out, we've had people starting out and asking questions. They weren't sure on a paint job, and people will come in and, you know, they might like it or not. It was kind of a bit more active. Now it's sort of not on that channel. I think someone got booted from the Discord, I think, because they yeah, so we had to boot someone from the Discord. So but feel free to post away, and I'll update there. So I'm not quite sure when I'm streaming, but I know there won't be a stream next Sunday. I know that one. So I tend to stream Tuesdays, Fridays and Sunday nights. It's just gonna go a little bit funny again next week. For next time I'll be changing. Oh, thank you. Let's see. What are we? This is something I've also got to try and find. We like coming in and watching what other people are doing. I like this person has got a funky... I've seen this, like this dog, right? In the background, the balloon dog. I've seen this on Temu and I'm like, I might buy this. Did I just put that's not them? That is them. Road to 100 followers. Oh, are they not affiliate? Oh, let's raid this person. They are building something. Hayaku Shiki. Yeah, I like that background. Oh, they've got a lot of miniatures. Should we go and raid this new person? Why not? Oh, just because I like the dog in the background. It's a balloon dog, but it's not. It's a statue. Sole reason that I saw instantly. But let's go and raid them. So if they might be working towards being affiliate, which is even better, you know, pass on the love, pass on the love. Um, but thank you everyone for coming in. I really appreciate it, and just chatting. I enjoy just chatting and painting and everything. So yeah, so hopefully see you at some point. Maybe tomorrow. It might be Tuesday. Who knows? Um, depending on the plumber. But I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I shall look forward to seeing you all soon. So take care, and we'll go and see this person. Alright, so take care and enjoy the rest of your day.